your hands, everybody, and everybody clap your hands. We lambda, 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 and Omega move. And we've come here on stage tonight to do a show for you. We got a rockin' rhythm and a high-tech sound that'll make you move your body down to the ground. We got Poindexter on the violin, and Lewis and Gilbert will be joining in. We got Booger Presley on the mean guitar, and a rap by little old me, Lamar. We got Takashi beating on his gong. The boys and the moves are clapping along. And just when you thought you seen it all, along comes a lambda 4-foot tall. So Worms will come on out here on the floor, so we can work our bodies like never before. Break.
Boys in the moves, clapping along. It's Friday. We got to get started now. Let me know if the music is too loud, can't be heard, or all the above. Happy Friday. How is everybody?
It's 2 a.m. The fear is gone. See you waiting. The gun's still warm.
The music is quiet. I know if I turn it up a little bit later, someone's going to complain. Hey, Cleveland, Deanna, Mark, Darren. It's a long song. It's Friday, so been busy this week. Yeah, this is the long version. I think it's like 8 minutes long, so I had to start it immediately. Hey, Revs. George, music for all seasons. Okay, that's why I can't see that. Okay. Didn't he die like recently? Well, that's too long ago. How's it going, Harry?
Hello.
What? How are you today?
Good.
Good.
You know, I got a record show I'm doing tomorrow, so I'm all packed up, ready to go in the morning.
Your voice is a little distorted and far away, like you're underwater again. Switch the microphone. Now talk. Say something. Now I can't hear you at all.
Hang on a minute.
Now I can hear you.
Any better?
You still sound like you're a little bit like in a tunnel.
How about now?
Now you're clear.
Okay. So I don't know what it is. Every now and then it'll change the setting down there.
Yeah. So is the show you're going to that little one, kind of in the middle of nowhere?
Yeah, that Longview near Portland.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then the Seattle show is the next day, but I'm not going to sell at that one. I think
That That one you're going to tomorrow, that doesn't have a whole lot of room. It's not like a...
No, but it's a good show. I guess a good turnout. And that's what counts.
Sinister Minister wasn't done by Saga. So, Mark, explain that to me. Sinister Minister is by Hard Stuff. At least the version I know.
Trying to get the pop-out chat set up here. There we go. Hello, everybody.
So yeah, I went to that one, was it a year ago or 2 years ago, where you were selling with 𝐷𝐸? Is that the same place? That's not a very big room, you know. It's
no. What is there? Maybe 30 dealers in there,
if that.
Yeah, which is good. If you're a seller.
If you're a seller, if you're a buyer, that sucks.
I don't know. The Seattle shows maybe 40 people, 40 sellers.
Oh, the Seattle. Well, that's why I said, you know, there was probably no more than 15 sellers at that one you're going to tomorrow.
Oh no. No. It's got to be more than that.
No, there's no way there's going to be 30 in that little room. You count them tomorrow and let me know.
Okay, I will.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm curious, but yeah. I mean, the Seattle one was in a pretty big space.
Oh, let's see, Satan. My favorite live spring scene right now would be the Seeger Session tour in where was that? Somewhere in Dublin. Otherwise, for bootlegs, it would be probably Winterland 75.
Was that where you say he was at the peak of his powers at that point?
75, 76, those were the great tours. I didn't see him. I didn't see him until 84.
84? He was already commercial?
I was a Born in the USA guy. And that's not my favorite album by any means.
Yeah.
Now, is it just me, or is there a different background now today?
Different background? Yeah, it's just you. I didn't change anything.
Looks lighter.
I don't know. Is it lighter? No. So are you coming to LA?
To make it full screen, is there?
Yeah, I can't do it either, so yeah.
Okay. What were you going to ask?
I said, are you going to LA or not?
No.
Okay.
The River, I would put 6 or 7. Not my favorite. Would have been a great single album.
I remember when I was like a bartender, like my boss was so into The River and made me play that shit all the time, man. I was like, fuck.
I've seen Bruce from the second row, not the first row.
Yeah, but tell the story you told me about when he like read that note and stuff. So.
Oh, man, I got so many stories. You mean the one where the very first show I went to when he was sick?
No, where he said that he said that he said something personal to you and your wife. It was
up in Vancouver, BC, before the inside of my wedding ring, my wife had 2 hearts are better than one written in it. So we went up to the show in BC, and I wrote a little note to him telling him about, that I met my wife because we were both Bruce fans, and she put that in my ring. And I said, I didn't do anything cool like that for her. Would you play 2 hearts and dedicate it to Becky? So I didn't get a chance to give it to Bruce, but I gave it to Harry Fox, the security guy. And he said, well, I said, can you give this to Bruce? He says, I can't promise, but I'll see what I can do. And then during the show, it was a solo tour. He came out and he said, this next song is for Harry and Becky. And he played 2 hearts. My wife just went, He said our name. He said my name.
I thought that was a good story.
Yeah.
So Bruce blessed your marriage there. He was like he saw you. So that was cool. The security guy to give it to him, and of Bruce to actually, fucking do it.
And I was in the car one day listening to Sirius XM on the Springsteen channel, and they were playing that show, and I literally heard the dedication again because we have it on the tape, but I heard it on the radio.
It's probably on a bootleg somewhere too,
Oh yeah, well he releases those shows on Nug.
Yeah. Probably my favorite Billy Joel song.
Really?
Yeah.
I like Ballad of Billy the Kid, whatever that is on Piano Man.
I do like All for Lena. I like Vienna, but yeah. I like Allentown a lot.
Allentown's good.
Hey, 𝐸₂bar. Yeah,
I would
like
higher, Elton John or Billy Joel.
It's almost a tie because when the early '70s I would give to Elton John and stuff, but the mid to late '70s I'd say it's a tie. After that, it's like fucking Billy Joel was so much better than Elton John. So
yeah, I don't agree.
But I love them both.
This is a really good album.
Thank you. So I've spoken to 𝐸₂ bar on the phone. He has an interesting accent. So if anybody wants to bitch about some shit about 𝐸₂ bar and wants to call him personally, I'll sell his phone number for a price. But yes.
So the Guess Who are going out on tour.
Yeah, I heard that.
I don't know what the tickets will be, but I'm not going to go. I saw Randy Bachman BTO last year, and it was great. He did the whole thing with Guess Who.
Can Burton Cummings even sing anymore?
I don't know. I guess we'll find out. I saw them open for Joe Cocker years ago at the Arena, Seattle.
German. He has a very, very prominent German accent. No. But he does exist. He is not AI, so yes.
There's a good song on this album called Lightfoot.
Lightfoot, yeah. Yeah, he talks about the band coming out, and then there's Lightfoot, yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably my 5th favorite song on this record. So this is my favorite song, and then Wednesday in Your Garden is probably my favorite song.
My favorite is Friends of Mine.
This album is rarely underrated. I think if they should reissue. This is an example of an album they should reissue. The great sounding record is a kind of a forgotten one. So yeah.
Yeah. Probably their best album.
Sometimes my southern accent comes out occasionally, but not very often.
I have people say, "Oh, are you from New York?" I don't hear it. I'm not from the city. I'm from upstate.
Now, if you ever heard the Zoom episode I was on, I sound like a total fucking Southern hick in that, man. I just blows my mind how much of a Southern accent I have on that. Pretty funny. But yeah.
I spent a year in Texas, a little more than a year in San Angelo.
San Angelo is not exactly the best place to be in Texas, but there's a lot of army stuff there, so yeah.
It's where the Air Force trains all their people to do the language. What is it? Linguistics.
Satan, Monkey Man was not done by Pink Floyd, not to my knowledge. I'm pretty sure there was another band that did it, but not Pink Floyd. So.
Which song is that?
Monkey Man? I mean, the only Monkey Man I know is the Rolling Stones. So,
yeah.
Well, you have a massive Southern accent. Massive.
I see your post on Facebook, and it makes me wonder, okay, what happened today? Because there used to be one line about something.
What time do you have to get up to go to that show tomorrow?
I got to leave here at 7 a.m.
It was a bit of a drive.
Yeah, it's about 2.5 hour drive.
Yeah, I mean, I went there from Portland, so it was about an hour, I think.
Yeah. Dr. Robert was going to go, but then he changed his mind, so he wasn't going to make it.
Yeah, I feel for the guy.
Johnson wants to know if you're going to VinylCon.
I am going to VinylCon. I will be leaving here on Wednesday and probably hitting some stores all the way down, Fresno, and maybe run into Disco Devil, and then probably spend the night in Bakersfield, have dinner with a friend of mine, and maybe go hit a record store, hopefully before I go to LA. Thursday, go to LA. Meet up with whoever's there and hit some record stores. Thursday, I think we're all gonna that night. I think we're gonna hang at Vinyl Piper's studio.
Oh, nice.
And then Friday, I think is just a record run. At least for me, would probably with Rob and Jim and whoever else is there, Mazzy, and then Saturday and Sunday is the show, is the VinylCon, and then I'll drive home probably Monday morning. I'll leave Monday.
I'm thinking, I thought I heard that Mike from the In-Groove might go to it, but I don't know. I've been in Chris's studio. He's got an amazing poster collection in there. Vintage posters.
I've been there a few times, and both times it hasn't worked out where I've been able to see him, so yeah. Oh, yeah. Is Chauncey going to wear a costume? That'd be something if you wore a costume. So is Uwe going with you to the show? Or?
No, his son has got a soccer game in Portland, of all places.
Oh, wow.
I don't know what he's doing Sunday. If he's not doing anything Sunday, we'll go up to the Seattle show as buyers.
I went to 2 stores, I think, with Alex in Fresno. Alex is perfectly fine. I actually went to Alex's house, so yeah. Yo.
Did you ever see Prince?
No.
I saw him once.
I heard he was really good.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think I have. I don't have Not Fragile. Look at the sheet.
They wrote that as a response to the album Fragile by Yet.
Did he? Oh, that's right. Someone told. I think Mark told that story. Somebody did last week. It was a.
I think I did.
Yeah. Okay, could have been you, but yeah.
They didn't know if the name of the band was Yes or if the name of the band was Fragile at the time. They'd never seen it before. Didn't know about it. I was going through my 45s to get ready for the show, and I came across this nice white label promo of Rocky Mountain Way.
You're not selling them. Are you selling? Are you selling tomorrow?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then it's got the really nice factory sleeve, which you don't see very often. But it also had this, which you never see.
I've never seen it.
It's just a little one-sided thing for the DJs. I almost don't want to sell this one, but I think I'm going to keep it.
Don't. No one's forcing you to sell.
So many 45s in my garage.
You know, it takes a lot for me to dig out 45s. I mean, if I'm at a show or something, it's like, man, I can't do it. You know,
Oh, it's a different mix. I'll have to listen to it. Stereo and a mono mix.
Probably a fold down, I would imagine.
Well, this was 73, so yeah, probably.
Yeah. Still cool. You know, they have apps. They have apps. You guys can exchange information and swipe left and all that good stuff. I think.
Hey, Steve.
Hey, what's up, y'all?
What's happening?
Not too much.
Why does everybody seem loud when they come in? Maybe it's me.
What's that?
Oh, I just like every time someone joins, it's like I think that they're louder than everything. So. Oh wow, they got a new command here where I can disable people's cameras. So if I want to take you off camera, I can go, nope, sorry. Yeah.
So when Bobby stands up with no pants on.
Yeah.
John's back there.
Hey, John.
Hey, what's up, John?
Hey, boys. Hey, Harry, Steve,
Greetings.
Patrick.
I was just watching one of those clips in the restroom. Have you seen the ones where they show the samples, where the hip hop samples, where the music came from?
Yeah, I've seen some of those things. Yeah.
Yeah. So while
I haven't.
something from Tone Loc is actually Van Halen.
Oh yeah, I knew that.
Yeah, I didn't know that one.
Jamie's crying, I think. Right?
Yeah.
Oh, this is a great track, man.
I'm going to put in a request for Cream, I Feel Free.
I have lots of versions of that.
It's a good track. Great.
What's up, Bobby Gas?
Good evening. Good evening, Mark, panel guy. Oaken Shields.
I gotta, something matter with my camera. I gotta go out and then try again.
You look great.
Yeah, better. I've never seen you better, Bobby.
Assholes.
You need to appreciate that, John.
Hey, Chauncey, long time no see. Jeff, Cleveland, Mick, Malia, Revs, Darren.
I made black miso cod for dinner, and now the whole house smells like fish. I hate that.
Would you bake it? Cook it on a... Yeah, bake it. Yeah.
But it tastes great, so it's worth it, I guess.
Less filling? And we're back again with Mr. Bobby Gas.
I had the camera on some other program. I had it going. That's why.
But your audio sounds great, so that's a good trade.
Hey, Bobby.
Yeah.
He had his camera on OnlyFans.
Oh, you can't see him. I'm wearing pants.
It might too, Bar. It might help.
You gonna dance? What was that, Bobby?
Fuck off. I ain't in the mood tonight. It's raining like
Me neither. Me neither, to be honest. I was like sleeping on the couch.
Well, actually,
you guys are the first people I spoke to besides my wife when I came home.
Actually, I just woke up and I said to myself, "No, not tonight. I'm not going up there." And then I had to take some pills, so I come out to grab my pills and I turned on the stream just to have a look at it. And all I seen up there was lonely old Harry, and I went, "Oh fuck, there's nobody going to be on tonight." I says, "I better get up there and fucking save the show, right?" And then I get on. Next thing I know, Steve and Pipper are there. Holy fuck, what am I doing here?
Oh, well, you're the personality. You're the vibe tonight.
Oh, here we go. Calling me a character again. I don't like that. Well, get that guy. What's his name on Rachel's show? 4D. What a boring prick he is. But he called me a character one time, and ever since then, you know, I don't.
You know, I like the word character. I use that a lot. Like,
yeah, I know.
You know, I use that as a compliment.
I come from a generation though where you didn't want to really stick out, right?
Sure.
That's why we all grew long hair and shit like that, right?
To fit in with the rest of society.
Well, no, actually, the reason you can ask any rock star or anybody else. The reason we grew the long hair or got into music was because of girls. It was all about girls, right? When you're a teenager in your early 20s, it's all about pussy. Well, ain't it?
You're quite a character.
Oh, I'm scared to ask, but go ahead.
You guys got rain where you are?
Yeah, it's pouring here. My daughter got canceled because of lightning.
Here too.
We had like a ice storm, like a freezing rain, snow last night. So it wasn't much, but enough to just freeze everything. It was miserable today.
Well, we're getting tomorrow. I mean, we had 2 feet of snow down. And tomorrow we're getting, today it was 40 degrees, a little bit of rain and ice, like you said. Tomorrow's going to be 50 degrees with 2 inches of rain. And Sunday's going to be 60 degrees with rain again. And that'll melt, half of this fucking snow. And the banks are like 10 feet high, 6 feet high, right? And we're going to have flooding in the city, no problem, right? I hope my brother's house doesn't get flooded out, because that'll be
negative.
Sorry for him. He's had his.
I own that. I own that record too.
That's the country rock or southern rock, right?
Yeah.
I think I have it too.
I see the dollar bin all the time.
Yeah, I was about to say that's eternally in like the under $5 bins.
Yeah. Doesn't mean it's shitty, but I mean, yeah.
Did you sell that AC/DC gray area that was on yellow vinyl?
You know, I watched a very, very interesting video.
You had AC/DC. Was it Power? No, it was TNT, I think. You said it was a gray area.
Oh yeah, somebody bought that. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I think Q-Bay was he was out. He wasn't around for the auction, I don't think.
I watched a video this morning about the In Groove record shop. You guys know him? Mike, I think is his name.
Yeah.
I don't know him, but I know who he is.
I'm telling you, what a record store he has, and this is I mean, he went through the whole store and everything that's happening in the store. That's quite the outfit he's got there.
I've been there. It's a really nice store, and what's funny is the stuff he sells online is really expensive. Like I think it's overpriced, but if you go to his store, everything's a little bit underpriced in the actual store.
And he's got a back room with boxes and boxes and boxes.
He showed it. He showed it, man.
It's amazing.
And his stereo equipment and all them little rooms. Holy is that.
There must be good money in selling mattresses. That's how we started.
Yeah, actually, I know a guy that I was in the Navy with that went into mattress sales, and within like 5 years, he was making like $200,000 a year. The markup is like 3,000% or something like that.
In the city here, you know what some of the people do? They take an old mattress that's in the garbage and resoiled and all of that, and they bring it into the factory and they recover it and sell it as a new mattress.
Wow, that sounds like a lot of work.
What?
Like a scam.
They're getting the mattress for free, and then they're just recovering it instead of putting everything in there. And that's just a machine doing that. And that
sounds like a lot of work to me than just getting a mattress. You pay the money and then they deliver it, take out the old one.
Yeah. Well, I bought one. I had a queen size in my last apartment, but this place was too small, so I got a smaller bed, and that cost me $2,400.
Yeah, I have it. It's good.
Hey, Kevin. Hey, Dorky.
Hi, Peanut Gallery.
Yeah, Freedom Hawk's good. I like their stuff.
Which
How you cut it out with your little clerk?
you're talking about?
No, that's the MoFi. The Vital File, whatever UME put out that as their Vital File audiophile
This
series.
just came out recently as well.
Well, it doesn't stop anybody, so you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, I thought the Vital File ones. I haven't done a direct comparison, but it's hard for me to do it because I have a very small subset of stuff that I've recorded on my new Phono preamp, and that thing sounds so fucking good. It's not even fair to compare it to something else.
What band you talking about?
It's a West WHEST 60S Pro that was from England. So yeah, it's the most expensive piece of equipment I've ever bought. So.
Do you know the story that there's two versions of this?
Yeah, there's two mixes. I have both.
Yeah, 1976, 77.
Yeah.
So which one sounds
cares?
Well, they were fighting. They were fighting with Mushroom.
This is the original tape.
Yeah.
And then this has a couple of different songs and what's here, and I think some of the mixes are different. And then this,
yeah, the mixes are different. It even says so on the back of the cover.
I picked this up at a record show signed by everybody except Ann and Nancy Wilson.
Steve Foster and Michael DeRosier, yeah. Everybody else but the sisters, yes.
Why didn't the sisters want to sign it?
I have no idea. I think maybe they signed it on the back. I don't know.
It might have been a later date when they were still in the band.
Yeah, that could be too. I think two of these guys are in a cover band called Heart by Heart.
It could also be the guys from the band were hanging out after the show and the Wilson sisters just wouldn't come out, you know?
Yeah, or they were, and then everyone was swarmed over, and you just like the three guys were standing by themselves.
Yeah.
Well, that time, Nancy's boyfriend was the guitar player. Was Fisher?
Yeah.
Fisher was her boyfriend.
Well, he's the one that Magic Man has written about.
No, that's the other brother. That's the manager.
Okay.
That's Ann's boyfriend, the manager. They're brothers, the two brothers.
Right.
The manager, and then the guitar player, and then Nancy was a guitar player, Ann with the manager, and they've all broke up. So.
Hey, Greg, welcome.
This DCC is really good at this.
Sounds good even on my computer.
What year was this? 68?
66?
Oh, is that early 66? Oh, does it say right in front of? No, that says 96. 66? Okay, that's early. Is that 66?
Yeah.
Any of you guys got any Irish blood in you?
I got a little bit, like
allegedly.
Like
do
10%.
you celebrate? Do you celebrate St. Patty's Day?
No.
Bobby, I have Guinness in me. Does that count?
I drink green beer.
I'll have a Guinness with you too, Bip, in honor of St. Patty.
Yeah, we screw up the colors though. We all do green here, but in Ireland it's I think it's green for the Catholics and blue for the Protestants, or vice versa. They each wear different colors.
I don't know.
I can't remember what it is.
Time change tomorrow night.
Thank God.
They're going forward or back?
Forward.
Spring
Spring
forward.
forward, fall back.
We get more daylight. More daylight. Barbecue time.
No attention to that.
Barbecue season has officially hit full stride. Yes.
I guess we could play Emerald by Thin Lizzy for Bobby's little thanks.
I love that. That's my
St.
favorite.
Patrick's Day.
Is it St. Patrick's Day today?
I think Monday. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
This
Tuesday
weekend?
is
Is it this
St.
week? No,
Patty's Day.
next weekend. I can't remember.
Tuesday is St. Patty's Day.
Is it Tuesday?
And my birthday's the day. No. Oh, wait a minute. No. 17th is, that's fucking 2 weeks away for fuck's sake.
Yeah, it's next week, right? I know the Dropkick Murphys are doing like a 4-day residency.
March 17th.
My birthday's on the 11th. In the old days, I never worked or went to school on my birthday. That was my day. And when I was an adult, I would get drunk on my birthday and stay drunk till St. Patty's Day comes around.
Things get progressively more heavy as the evening progresses usually. This isn't bad stuff.
I used to sometimes go to we got some Irish bars in Toronto, and one of them's pretty famous for getting every St. Patty's Day. There's a bunch of Irish guys in there fighting. Eh? So I went a couple of times just to watch it, right? And it was pretty funny. Old guys, oh yeah, they're getting up there and slugging at each other, right? The poor.
You know the old saying, right, Bobby? You get 4 guys together drinking and they start a fight. You get 4 guys together smoking a joint and they start a band.
Yeah, that's fucking true, eh?
Which one do you think Bobby chose? Door number 2 or door number 1?
Number 1.
I do them both.
Did you send me this RPM? I think Rev sent this to me.
I got asked to be in a band when I was a teenager.
Did you even play?
Well, I played a harmonica, and I was a hell of a dancer. And in them days, your front man had to move up on stage and stuff like that. And my voice wasn't that bad. I was in a choir, eh? Doing leads and all of that kind of stuff, right? But it's just, it was, to me, it was a center shot. I didn't want to do it. I mean, I had enough girls. I didn't need to be a rock and roll star.
This feels like it's been going for 6 minutes.
It is pretty long for a song of that era. 3 minutes and 44 seconds.
Especially a song where he's saying the same thing over and over again for the whole song.
I had that album.
Did you order the Funkadelic reissue?
Which one are we talking about now? Which one is it?
The next one to come out. I think is it?
Hey, Eddie.
I don't know. Somebody out there know which the title is.
It's not Maggot Brain, is it?
No, that'll be the one after, I think. That's what
I mean, I got the first one. It was okay. It wasn't like it wasn't as good as I thought it would be. Free your mind. Okay, gotcha. Thanks, Breakfast King.
I'm just interested in the Maggot.
Hey, Eddie. I'm not gonna buy Free Your Mind. I want the last one.
Actually, Patrick, play that first song off of Maggot Brain, the one with the guitar.
The 10-minute song? I'll wait till people are a little drunker. So yeah.
It's a great song though. That's one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't feel like it's that long.
And I have it off of a white label promo that was immaculate. So. What's up, Eddie Perez?
Hey, Eddie.
Where you going, Eddie? Wait. Foggy as shit today too, man. Couldn't see like 70 yards with your maximum visibility.
It was like 72 degrees here today.
That song makes me think of this town. I just picked this up yesterday.
You're in California though, for fuck's sake. Sure, it's
Excuse me.
It's called Feel Lucky Punk.
Oh, what is that? I've seen that. I've or at least I've seen something like that.
It's the best. It's the best of the first 5 Killed by Death comps.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I knew it was a compilation. Okay.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
But yeah, you
it might be a series,
stuff, right?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah,
I have a whole bunch. I don't have all, certainly, but I
Funny
probably have the
as
first
I
5.
think there's like 20 of them now. It's crazy.
Oh, there's more than that. Like,
Oh, is there?
because there's like there's a number 7, but then there's a number 007. There's like a number 666. They make
This one
weird
came
ones.
out, like a couple months after number 5 came out, so it's
Okay.
the first
Yeah, I've
one.
seen. Yeah, I vaguely remember that. Not that it was connected to that series, but
like mint copies of the first 2 Nephilim records.
oh, I have that. Yeah. Oh, I have both those. Yeah. They're not great, but they're cool. You know.
Yeah, I like this one. Just, you know, but still, it was a good price. I do like them.
They went. Yeah, I remember buying them because I bought them in the '80s or early '90s, and I wanted them to be so much better.
Yeah,
They look cool.
yeah. There's a couple songs from the era that
Yeah.
I remember from this that I really like.
Yeah, they're good. I mean, they're good. Yeah.
And then Voyager from Manila Road.
Oh,
This one was
nice.
like-
I don't have that.
This one was like 03, maybe.
Show that
Yeah, I think
cover
the-
again.
The Deluge might be the last one I have.
Is that the same artist that did Bat Out of Hell? Kind of looked like that kind of artwork.
I'm not sure who the artist is on this. I said it on the back here.
Maybe the
Cover
second.
artist is Marcus Vesper.
Coxborough. I got my Coxborough tickets, Klaatu Bar. They're coming to Boston. Final tour.
So it looks like I will be going to Toronto.
You're what?
I said I will be going to Toronto in the summer. So
Oh, really?
yes. So
Well, we ought to hook up.
well, that would be the plan. Yes.
No, he's a younger guy. He's only been doing album art since 2004. But
You
he's
know
done
what,
like
Patrick?
60 records.
You'll have to let everybody know well in advance, because there's a whole bunch of guys from this area that would love to meet you.
Oh yeah, we'll make it happen. So so I'm definitely I'm 99% sure when I go see Rush, I'm going to see Rush in Toronto. So
Oh, is that why you're coming to see Rush?
yep.
Oh, I forgot about these. I told you this one was coming.
Quartz? Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah, this is a 12-inch. It's got it's got this single and then the Nantucket Sleigh Ride. They're together on one.
Oh, it's a reissue. Okay.
Yeah, this
I
just
just
came
ripped.
out.
I just ripped that Nantucket sleigh ride.
I know. I just I mentioned it last week when you played it. I just bought this, and then Extermination Day. This is basically B-sides and a couple demos, and the stuff from the comps for 𝐏𝐬𝐬.
Oh, okay. I have that on, not that, but I have the demos on a CD, like early years or something. Like came out in the, 20 years ago or whatever.
Hey, Patrick, I'm going to talk.
The
Patrick,
second Slaughter Destroys record.
What, Bobby?
I'm going to talk to some of my old. I used to be in the music.
What is that record? Is that that's the only one, right? They put out.
No, they have one before this with the white cover. That's the one.
Oh,
that
that's
goes
the one.
back to
That's the one I
2005.
want. Yeah, I wanted the reissue of that. That's the one.
Yeah, I have the reissue of that one from like 5 years ago. This is an original. So this was recorded like 2 years later, but it didn't get released until the 90s or something like that.
Yeah, I remember. I can't. And then that guy became the Energy Vampires, which is fantastic.
Hang on a second. Time out. Bobby, what'd you want to say? Hold on.
When you come to Toronto, I used to be in the music business back in the 70s, and I probably still got a couple buddies. I'm going to make a bunch of phone calls and see if I can get you to meet the band. You know, get behind the band.
I think I already got that covered. So, but thank you.
Oh, really? Who's going to do it for you?
Plateau Bar. So.
Oh, really? Lucky you. Well, good. Well, I don't have to bother then. I'll just.
But I appreciate you doing that for me. That is very nice of you.
Well, I only appreciate things that are done, not things that it say somebody's going to do.
Well, at least you were willing to do so. Don't get mad at me.
Bobby was going to call in his old mobster favors.
Well,
can you show that Angel Witch again, Steve? Here, let me make you big show.
I got buddies there.
Well, if it falls through, I'll still take you up with it.
Nice.
Too late now. You said no.
Okay.
That package I have packed up for Patrick has the Slaughter Destroys in it. That first record.
Yeah, I would like to get that.
𝐷𝐿𝐵, he's from Toronto?
No, he works for Atlantic Records.
Oh. Where? Down in the States or up here?
In the States, but I believe he has family that's also working with the Rush camp on the touring end. So.
I still don't like Geddy's voice.
Well, if you haven't gotten over it in 60 years, I don't think it's happening.
Yeah. It ain't never going to happen.
And you're only going to have to put up with it for a few more, you know.
That could be dark either way.
Yeah, I just mean, you know, how many more years are Rush going to be performing? I didn't mean like someone's going to die like soon. I just meant this is a band on their like the very, very tail end of their career.
But it's not like it's not like they're going to end up fighting or anything. That's not going to be a problem. So
that's how you can tell everybody on here.
Why do you say that?
The first thing that popped into our head
because because they've been best friends since they were like 16.
Yeah, but you never know. This tour might bring out that Alex Lifeson's a real bastard. Remember, he got arrested for
him and his son got arrested for beating the shit out of some
cops
people.
And they were
fighting people in the club.
I think they were fighting like a lounge band at a hotel, and then the cops came and they were fighting the cops.
Well, I applaud them for beating up the casino band.
And did he also have an issue on an airplane too, or was that someone else? Was that a different?
So
I know. Oh man, that might be the REM guys.
He likes to have a little wine once in a while.
I thought Phil Rudd had an incident on the airplane.
Oh, I'm sure Phil Rudd did. Yeah.
Phil Rudd tried to have someone killed.
Yeah. I wonder what those tickets for Rush are going to be, eh?
I don't know.
They're like $2,000 here. It's insane. They sold out.
For that kind of money.
They added a second show too, and they both sold out within a couple minutes, and the prices went through the roof immediately.
Wow!
But even the because I logged in to see what they were right when they went live, and I got in fast. Up in front of the stage, it was like $2,000 retail, and then up in the stands, it was still like $300, and I wasn't paying that to be in the 400 section. Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Hey, Richard.
Something's got to be done about that.
What's crazy about that is if you saw them on their final tour with Neil on drums, the most expensive ticket was like $280, you know?
Yeah.
I saw him one time and I saw him for free because I bought a motorcycle at a garage sale. And the guy got in touch with me like a year later. Said, hey, remember buying that bike from me? And I said, yeah. He goes, well, I got an extra ticket to see Rush with you on the road. And it was a fucking great show.
What's crazy is now the ticket. I saw Judas Priest right before the pandemic, and I think I paid $80. And I was in like the 10th or 15th row, and then I saw him right after the pandemic. Well, after the heart attack, and they came back. So maybe a couple years after the pandemic. and it was like $280, and I was further back than I was for the $80 ticket 5 years earlier.
Crazy.
Fuck, I remember seeing Hendrix and Led Zeppelin and all of the Doors and Janis Joplin. I remember seeing them for $5 a show.
Well, even in the 90s, it was like $20 for. I went to Lollapalooza was only like $60, and that was for the full day festival. You know. The ones I have no respect for is Pearl Jam, though, because they did all that fighting against Ticketmaster back in the day, and all their tickets were $20, and now they're charging like $1,500 for.
Yeah, that's why you shut your mouth. Yeah. You're better off shutting your mouth, you know.
Yeah.
So we're going to get Tom Morello on the Springsteen tour.
Well, he sang. He's sang with him before. So.
Oh yeah.
Tom Morello's. I like the Audio Slave stuff. I like the Rage Against the Machine. The stuff he writes for himself is terrible.
I've never listened to any of that. What is it? Night Watchman, whatever thing it is.
Yeah, he's got a couple. He's got a couple. I didn't think any of them were that good though.
I mean,
the songwriter and he wrote his bands either. Zach De La Rocca wrote for Rage. And Chris Cornell wrote for, what's the other one? Audio Slave.
Malia, The Who had 5 or 6 final tours.
Yeah.
I know.
I went to the very first one. I was at 74.
Devo's catching up with him.
Ozzy may have the record because Ozzy had like 9 of them. He had. I went to 2 different retirement shows before 1995. And he still toured for like 30 years after that, or 25 years after that.
Mike Spence, is that the local show? I see it advertised here.
Yeah, money. Yeah, you know what? If I was a rock and roller and I needed an extra couple of $100,000, I think I'd go for the $1,500 a ticket anyhow.
That's pretty good.
On him, man.
It's more of a corporation these days. You know, you got investors, they set it up, and sponsors, and then, you know, you're hiring hundreds of people.
Venues are more expensive now, too, eh?
Yep. And people don't drink as much, so you got to make the money off the ticket price.
Yeah. Or merchandise. Merchandise is a big deal now. It never used to be. With the merch table, I guess that's big time now.
Well, yeah, the problem too is, and now the venues and Ticketmaster are taking merch table money too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I don't know, but I don't think they sell as much merch as they did in the 80s. They certainly charge way more money, but I could be wrong. But do people buy as many concert tickets as they did in the 80s?
No, I wouldn't think so.
I just don't think so. I just don't see. Everyone used to have concert shirts all the time.
I was just watching Billy Corgan, one of his interviews, and he made a good point. He was like, the music industry is completely skewed because rock acts and metal acts are still selling out arenas and selling out all these major venues, and they don't play any of it on radio. iHeartRadio owns the airwaves now, and they keep all the hard rock and metal off the radio.
You know, Steve, that's
not everywhere.
That's how it was when we were growing up. Maiden never were on the radio, never on MTV, yet they would play in the Madison Square Garden or whatever. They would play packing arenas in 84, 85.
Well, and he talks about, too, that was the lie of grunge, too. People think that Nirvana came in and people stopped listening. What happened was MTV got a new music director, and he decided he's not going to play the hard rock and metal anymore on MTV. And overnight, he got rid of it completely, and then you see all the Seattle acts.
Yeah, because if you looked
around for years,
if you looked at the biggest touring acts during grunge, it was like Metallica and Guns N' Roses.
Yeah, Pantera, White Zombie. I mean, it was crazy. Well, even Alice in Chains, who were huge, they weren't playing really big venues until. Like a year after their second record came out. It was a while.
They opened for Van Halen, right?
Yeah.
But I think metal, I mean, I'm not saying the music because it carried on, but I think the peak of metal happened around 89, maybe started in 88, but I think just a lot of the bands peaked.
Yeah.
There was, if you followed thrash, there was good stuff, but as far as regular heavy metal, everything peaked. It became a cartoon, and the crowd now had been with heavy metal. Everyone jumps in at a different time, but from 82 to 89, that's as long as any section of music lasts, because you get the 12 to 15 or 12 to 17-year-olds, and then once everyone hits college age or get a career or have kids age, then there's that gap, And, like that, you could pick, the British Invasion or whatever, the 50s rock and roll. Like,
yeah, for sure.
Like,
hey, John, I really enjoyed your video with, what was it? I hope you die.
Yeah, I'll be glad when you're dead.
I'll be glad when you're dead, you rascal. I like that.
I have not pulled up. I don't watch it yet.
Yeah, it's just me yapping about 4 silly singles, but that was a great find, that single.
Cool.
Bob, you know Freddie King stories?
Well, yeah, I took my boss down to see Freddie and his wife down to see Freddie King when he come to Toronto in the late 70s, I guess it was. Because they thought B.B. King's The Thrill was gone. They thought that was blues. They didn't know nothing about it. They were old rock and roll rollers, right? I mean, she had a collection of early 50s doo-wop, 78 and 45. She was 10 years older than me, and she grew up in that period. Girls in them days, parents were always giving them money for things, right? Little princesses and stuff like that, right?
And girls took care of their records.
Yeah, that's true too. Right?
In the old days, I'm not saying in the 80s, but
she wrote her name on some of them. No,
yeah. I that's how I could tell. Like, when you're looking through, you see more women's names in good shape.
What sucks though is my stepmom. She's got, I think, 60 Beatles singles that she bought at the time. And the problem is she took all the sleeves and pinned them up on her wall, and then when she moved out years later, it all just got thrown away. And the Beatles stuff. It's actually the sleeves that are worth money, not the records.
My father said when he was a kid, he'd buy the Elvis record and he'd throw the sleeve away like it was the wrapper. Like it was just a wrap.
I've already got a Pantera song.
Some guys were the other way.
Two songs from
Steve knows Johnny Hawk, right?
Yeah.
And he used to he'd buy an album, get the artist to sign the album, then throw the fucking record away.
Yeah, just keep the cover. Yes.
He sent me one of those.
He told me that when he told me that, I freaked out.
He sent me the Motley Crue that's on my wall. He's like, "Sorry, man, there's no record in there, but it's signed." I was like, "I don't give a shit about the record."
Yeah, he sent me the David Johansen like that, but I had the record, so I swapped it. But he just sent the sleeves.
He gave me a bunch of signed 10x5 glossies or whatever they are from a bunch of bands, artists and stuff like that.
He still sends me stuff. He just sent me stuff not too long ago. He still sends me signed stuff. He kept all the signed records. So he still has like 1,000 records. People think he got rid of everything. He's still got quite a bit.
He said he kept all the VCLT and most of the signed stuff, and some other stuff too. Right?
He sounds like somebody. This band does sound like another band. I couldn't put my finger on it, but they definitely have a sound that sounds like another band.
It sounds like
almost Tigers of Pantang. It kind of almost sounds like Tigers of Pantang. Down out.
I don't know about
down out, down out, down out.
I don't hear that.
I hear it in their guitar. Do it good. It sounds like the guitar to do it good.
Definitely sounds German or Belgium. Yeah, is it Belgium?
He doesn't sound familiar to me.
Yeah, it sounds like more like a Depth or something like that, the music.
I did rip this band called World War III with Jimmy Bain, Vinny Appice in it. So some weird guy is the singer, some guy named Wicked Mansion or some shit like that. I don't know what his name was, but really weird.
I know that record. I think.
Yeah, it's like 90, 91. It's a,
is it 91?
It's blue and it's got like WW and then like 3 on the top.
Okay, no, I don't know that. I'm trying to think.
WW2.
The big one.
No, it's got WW3.
Yeah, they were ahead of their time.
A lot.
I've never seen that before. I'm looking at it on Discogs. I've never seen it from 1990.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of another.
Bill
World War III band.
Oh boy.
It's Hollywood Records. Yeah, it's one of the worst labels from that era.
Oh yeah.
I know so many people that their music is just tied up with that label. They can't get it back.
That sucks.
There's been litigation about that label for years. So anything that was owned by that label is just kind of in limbo for like a decade.
Nice one,
Yeah,
breakfast.
The Scream was on that label.
Yeah, the American Way from Sacred Reich was on that label. That's why it hasn't been repressed yet. The Man Metal Blade have been fighting to get the rights to it.
John, have you ever heard the song? Like Leon Payne wrote it called Psycho.
Yeah. I have that on. I have that on an LP comp.
Yeah, okay.
Like a country western. Yeah. Yeah. Leon Payne. Oh, your Little Red Wagon, was that one of the, I have some like old Leon Payne stuff too. Psycho was probably like mid 60s for, you know.
Was it? I thought it might have been 50s, but
it might be 50s. It's definitely like later country because he was early Leon Payne. You know what it's on? It might be on the record that Madam Sin. Do you know Madam Sin, Paul? He might have put that record out. I gotta look.
He's been doing a lot of videos in the last couple of months.
Eddie Nowak. Yeah, I can't remember. It says Eddie Nowak. That might be Leon Payne under a fake name.
He had the hit with it.
Okay.
Leon
I do know. Okay. Yeah, Eddie Nowak's the version I have, but I remember Leon Payne. I don't know if I've heard that version or he wrote it or.
Yeah. I think they're very similar.
I should show it anyway.
What are you trying to do here, Rojas? Are you trolling Mark here? That's probably not the best thing to do.
Great record, Wavy Gravy.
Saying.
It's all just bizarre, like
what's the matter with Mark?
Country R&B, just weirdo singles compiled.
See, that's kind of stuff I'd like to hear.
Great track by Wendell Austin called LSD.
Oh,
and it's like the country song.
LSD made a
record. Yeah, LSD made a record.
I don't know if anything would happen to Mark. I think Mark's okay.
Oh, by the way, happy birthday, Patrick.
Thank you, Harry. Happy birthday to you too. So.
Wavy Gravy was
That's
the
getting old,
announcer.
fellas. That's getting old.
One of the announcers.
Yeah, the Wavy Gravy's fantastic record.
I got 3 or 4 of these guys' CDs. I don't play much of that metal though.
I remember that. You bought that off the junkie. He was selling on in front of his house or something.
94 metal CDs. For as soon as I showed him the $50 bill, he was all in. He's always bumming cigarettes off me and maybe sells $5 or $6 worth of junk, you know, when he has these things, right? I had a buddy that went to rehab over coke, and he told me that guy was there for alcohol. A guy had, had a problem with alcohol, right? Every time I seen him selling stuff, he'd be sitting on a lawn chair with a beer in his hand. Not allowed to do that here in Toronto. Drink in the open. Down in the States, is it true that you can put a bottle of whiskey in a paper bag and drink that on a park bench or anyplace else? No. Oh, really? That's not true? I always thought you could drink in public in the States, so long as it's in a paper bag.
Maybe in Las Vegas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's certain places. New Orleans, you can walk around with alcohol. Most states, you're not allowed to walk around with alcohol in the street.
New York City, you could do it. They'll sell you beers in the delis, and they put it in the bag. And
usually, tourist places they won't fuck with anybody, but even where it's not legal. But usually, it's not legal to walk around with alcohol in most places.
Yeah, open container laws.
Yeah.
Did that mostly when it was dark, anyhow, right? You weren't walking around in the daytime.
Like in what is it? In Nashville on the main strip, it's not legal, but there's too much money in tourism there. They're not going to fuck with people, you know.
You can't walk around with liquor in a brown bag, but you can walk down the street snorting coke or shooting up meth.
San Francisco, you can shoot up anywhere, man. It's like,
and nowadays here they've got places for these junkies to shoot up, and they think it's making them safe and all of that. I was a junkie, man. If you're making it easier for us, we're going to be doing it, right? If they take that shit away, there'd be a lot less guys in trouble over drugs. I can tell you that right now. Because if you got a spot to shoot up, you're going to shoot up. But if you ain't got one, you might not do it, eh?
I saw AC/DC the last time I saw them, like maybe 6 years ago. They were at Pac Bell Park in San Francisco. Leaving, walking up the streets of my car, and in a little alcove, it's like 3 people shooting up right there. Cops are everywhere. Cops don't care. It's like, they're throwing their needles, and there's like hundreds of people walking.
Yeah, Randy, that's what we used to do. We didn't do the flask, but we would do the small whiskey, the small curved whiskey bottles. Bring those with us everywhere. Order a Coke and just dump it in there. Back when those were like $1.50 for $2 for those whiskey bottles.
We used to carry flasks in the early rockabilly days. We'd all have vintage flasks, and we'd bring them. This is before 9/11. I remember going through the airport, and the thing would buzz, and they'd say, "Oh, it's just my flask," and okay, and no one cared.
You remember when the cell phone had a little antenna on it? You'd have to pull up.
Yeah.
Well, my wife had a flask that looked exactly like a cell phone, but you just take the top off and drink out of it.
I think of Jerry Seinfeld when I think of those early phones. He's always got that, those big cell phones.
Yeah.
Hey, Randy. Well, I got you a present, Randy. I gotta get. I'm gonna be slow sending you something, but I got you something. Randy, do you have this record?
I don't know.
LP. This record is great.
I don't think I've even ever heard of this.
This is one of the best power pop records there is. The last couple of songs, he goes kind of like an Alice Cooper thing, or it loses momentum by the end of side 2. But side 1. Oh, you do have it, Steve. I'll send you this one.
Okay.
I have a double of it.
I was just listening to that first Plimsolls record. Man, that's a great power pop record too.
Yeah.
I just knew the second one because of the hits. I didn't know any of the songs from that first record. It's great.
Is that the one that's they self-produced? It was on private.
Yeah. They did it themselves, and then it got picked up.
This guy was in another band, though, right?
Yeah. He was in Milk and Cookies.
Yeah, that's it.
The record's out too, because I know
Milk and oatmeal cookies. Can't beat them.
Did you send me that?
Really?
That's where.
Yeah,
you
I sent you this. I have a double. I pulled it out. I wasn't sure if Randy had it or not. It's almost a 10-star record, but some reason it loses momentum the last couple songs. I think the last song's like long, and it sounds like he's going for Alice Cooper or some weirdness.
And the Milk and Cookies record goes for crazy money.
Yeah, I'm very lucky to have that before it became hip.
$200.
It's a great record. I mean, it's a really cool record.
That's early though, because it says that's power pop. That's early power pop.
Yeah, because there's still long hair, like. And the other good one is that Demons. Look up
Hey, Alex.
The Demons. I can't remember the name of the album, but if you put in Demons, I Hate You. I know that song's on there. They look like Aerosmith or Angel. That's a good record. It looks like a hard rock record from the 70s, but
I feel like I've seen that before.
Yeah, you might be able to snag that. Like
walked right by it.
If people don't know it, but that's like it's almost punk rock. It's like rock and roll, like more like the Real Kids. It's not so much
$20 record on Discogs.
Yeah, it's not all great, but a couple of tracks are killer. Actually, Patrick, can you play the Demons? I Hate You, but it sounds nothing like the way they look. Just because of the era. I mean, they look cool, but they don't look like the music they're making. But that was when we bought Milk and Cookies and the Demons around that same time. They're both two sleeper records on major label records.
This sounds familiar.
Where's the link for what's on your system?
What?
Tone Poet.
Sheet.tonepoet.fans. Here, hold on. There you go.
Yeah, I like that Demons record, Randy. I mean, it's not 100% cool, but it's very much like the Real Kids to me.
Their other stuff doesn't sound the same as that though, because I have like a couple more of those Demon albums, and they don't sound.
They only have one album,
so maybe it's a different band.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a bunch of
Demons. Okay.
Yeah, Demon is a new wave of British heavy metal.
But he was the cat who was on the punk scene. I think he was in the hotel when Sid Vicious died. Like he was like the last guy to see Sid Vicious or Nancy before she got killed. I can't remember, but he's in the books. The Demons have been well broken up, but he was definitely the scene stuff.
I was just watching a modern documentary about Sid and Nancy, and it's crazy if you watch the documentary from like 85 or 86, and the same people telling the story, and it's a completely different story than it was in the first.
It's really good.
Because I know in the newer one, Johnny Rotten was like, yeah, Sid wasn't into drugs at all. He was a straight-laced kid. But then the one from the 80s are like, oh, yeah, Sid was into heroin and coke. And
yeah. My favorite, I'm sure I told this story, but I read the Carl Perkins biography, and Carl Perkins was a bad alcoholic, and Johnny Cash took him on tour. He would be the opening band and play with them, and just kept them going, kept his career going when he was down and out. And he was a complete alcoholic, and they pulled the bus over by the side of the beach, and he went down to the beach, went down to the water, like completely like loaded and like just lost, rock bottom. And he walked into the water, and he was staggered in there, and that's when he found Jesus and had to come in, and he just gave up alcohol right then and there. And he said he said his footsteps were all staggered in the sand getting there. But when he went back, it was like his footprints were straight. And he went back and he gave up alcohol and was straight for the rest of his life, completely cleaned up. And then you read the Johnny Cash book, and he's like, Carl Perkins, he said he went and found Jesus. He got off the bus and went down to the beach, And he came back, his toupee was on sideways, and he's raving. He saw Jesus, and like it was like he was a madman.
You guys haven't read the Johnny Cash books? That's one of the best fucking books. It's so good.
Anybody that sees Jesus is a weirdo.
Well, I don't know if he saw him, but like he had the, you know.
Well, you know what I mean. Getting religion to me is bullshit.
Well, if it helps you, I don't know about that. I don't believe that.
The only thing I like about it is the faith those people have, eh? But it can be misguided.
So could rock and roll.
Misguided, never.
Hey, Trish.
Rock and roll is like free speech, you know.
It can be misguided. Listen to the band Screwdriver.
No, I mean, just look at Sid Vicious. You know, just like, you know, people burn themselves out pretty early in the name of rock and roll.
Well, that's the lifestyle, though. Eh?
Yeah, Hank Williams.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the music. I'm talking about rock and roll, the big picture, if you know what I mean.
I know the road's hard.
I still can't believe
whatever gets you through the night.
Hank Williams that he had completely destroyed his liver by 27. I mean, that's think about how much alcohol you have to drink. I mean, that's
he's still, when I see Hank Williams, when I see him, he still looks older than me. I mean, he doesn't, but like I see an older man than me. Yeah, I live twice his age, you know.
How old was he when he died?
27.
I think 27.
Yeah.
Oh, he was a member of the club, huh?
Yeah, he was one of the early ones, yeah.
That good old number 27.
He had like 112, like crazy amount of just absolute classic songs.
Yeah.
And I've said it before, my grandfather said, I mean, he would be completely drunk, he'd barely be able to stand. But on the stage, he would sound fantastic. He'd get up there and kill it. Barely able to stand up, barely able to hold the mic.
Yeah.
There's a good song called Alcohol and Pills. It talks about all the people that have died from alcohol and pills.
It's a good recipe.
Well, they were drinking the booze and taking their uppers before the show, their downers after the show.
Yeah. You know. It's tough. You know, you're exhausted, and all of a sudden, like, you're going on in an hour or a half hour. Like, you got all of a sudden, it's hard to switch on and off. Even just like being a local band, like I come home from work and, you know, you're tired, you got to lug the amp, you want to take a nap, and then you show up, you're dragging. It's like you got to go on and you got to pretend you're like, you know, a madman on top of the world. Like,
yeah, but once you go on, you know, you get out.
Oh yeah, no. Once you go on, but I can see why you're doing what you have to do to get on. And that's just a local band, you know. I couldn't imagine doing it.
It's even worse
for a year.
It's even worse for a big band because they still got to do radio interviews in the morning, and you know, for them it's a full day of work.
Oh, way worse.
Yeah, that's what Charlie Watts hated most about rock and roll was all the waiting before performing, all the waiting, traveling, all of that bullshit.
Well, back in those days, it was different too. They weren't doing like 2-hour shows. It was usually 15 artists doing a couple songs, so it was even more waiting around back then.
Yeah, I think what was when the Stones? I think it was 30 years. I can't remember. He's like 30 years of the Stones. How does it feel? He said, "Well, it was about 5 years of work, 25 years of waiting around." Like, even in the studio, it's a lot of waiting around. You know, your guitar's getting tracked, they're fixing something on the tape. You know, it's not your turn because we're doing overdubs and working on the vocals. Like, a lot of studios just sitting there.
I hate waiting, whether it's a lineup or whatever it is. I can't stand waiting. I show up 2 minutes before appointment, and I'm pissed off if the doctor's late. I give you shit sometimes. By the way, I was at my cardiologist 4 or 5 days ago. I thought I was going to have to get a heart operation again, and he says, I'm good for another 6 months. You'll see me then.
Yeah.
Another 6 months?
Yeah.
Wow.
I lived my 6-month deal. I should have been dead a long, long time ago, believe me.
What do they say about your heart? You got a good heart. Like the doctor listens to it. He says, that heart's going to keep beating to the day you die.
He says I'm strong, even though when I did have the heart attack, it got damaged and it never come back, eh? And he says I'm just a strong individual. Right? I told him, not anymore, Doc. It's all about your genes anyhow. It's all about your genes.
How old were you, Bobby, when you had your heart attack?
I just turned 50.
Man, my brother had one at 55.
And then at 65, I had a quadruple heart operation.
I remember that. You were on the VC when that happened, right?
Yeah. I had a white T-shirt, and I drew the picture of a heart on it in red ink, and then I had, like stars on it and everything, and I wore that telling everybody, well, guys, you might not see me next week, because I got to go in and get this fixed like that, eh? People are going, oh, like that. But Aaron was, he's a metal guy too. Aaron,
metal theologian, yeah.
And he couldn't believe it. He thought that was the greatest thing he ever saw in his whole life and shit like that. And then he started saying,
where did you see that I had the album?
And he says, you know what, Bobby, if you die and people start mentioning your name, 10 years down in the VC, and they will, he says, you're a character. And he says they're going to be wondering who and what you were and all of it. He says, I'm going to save this. It's all in your genes, that stuff, boys. People that never smoked get lung cancer, right?
Corey, there are records that I have that are not in the system, so only one or two, but yeah. Only a couple aren't in the system.
There we go again.
John, do you have this album to show us what they look like?
Yeah.
It almost looks like the Angel album cover. It's not that bad. But...
Yeah, it looks like an Aerosmith record, really.
It's an ugly color for the record.
It's a really cool, it's a nice photo, and like it just looks like a 70s hard rock band if you didn't know. But it's got a bit of kind of like a Buddy Holly. She's So Tough's a great song.
They look very young.
They're kids. It's not a very sophisticated album.
At that age, I wouldn't think so.
That song isn't on Still Alive and Well.
Would that be Johnny Winter or Edgar Winter?
What? What'd you say?
Still Alive and Well, isn't that an Edgar Winter?
That's
song?
John. No, that's Johnny Winter.
Yeah. Johnny Winter.
Yeah.
VC dying? Oh, I think it's bigger. I know it's bigger.
Yeah, but there's different subsets of the vital community. There's like channels I don't even know about, man, that have like thousands of freaking people. So,
all kinds of them. That's what I'm saying. I mean, if you surf around like I do, you're amazed at how many are out there, really.
And back when we started, there were no channels with thousands of subscribers. That was even Biosite. I remember when he only had like 400 or 500.
Yeah. And Frank started getting big. He was the only guy, 33.
The biggest guy I remember when I started was Derek Higgins.
Oh yeah, Derek, you're right. Derek had a lot.
Yep.
Does he still do videos?
I don't know.
Didn't take me long to I gave up on him after about a year.
Well, and he did videos every single day.
Well, yeah, but the guy, what I didn't like about him is he was begging for money and telling how poor he is. He's got a car, he's got a house, and he wants you to pay for his teeth or this or that. And
Oh,
the
yeah,
guy's
I remember that.
$100,000 worth of records behind him, and people are sending him, hundreds of dollars worth of free records every week, and he wants you to pay for his teeth, right?
It's not full of boomers.
What? There's lots of kids, that are.
Yeah, it's just way more young people than older people, but there's not that many boomers.
What's that?
No, she said the VC's full of boomers. It's not really boomers.
Actually, there's a lot of boomers
every day.
What's that?
Most of the VC
There's
was Gen
fewer
X.
every day.
Yeah.
Only Harry was a boomer. Everybody else was Gen X.
Yeah, Harry, Mazzy. There's
not
a
many
few
at
older
all.
guys. There's not many boomers. Boomers, a lot of boomers are in their 80s now.
Yeah.
and their late 70s. I'm a war baby.
I think I grew up at the best time musically. I was 10 years old when the Beatles hit. I got to live through all this great music in real time and absorb it every day. And I just think I grew up at the best time.
Well,
See, me as a metalhead, I'm glad I grew up through the 80s and 90s and all the metal stuff,
Yeah.
I mean, I could have grew up, if I was a couple years older, I would have caught more like punk rock and stuff I was alled to go see. I was too young to go see.
It was perfect for me, man. It's like I got the wave, I got the Zeppelin, the Sabbath, and then into the next wave. The only thing I never got to get into the punk thing because of where I lived. So.
Well, and the funny thing too I was born in the mid '70s, so even though I was too young for Zeppelin, by the time I was 7 or 8 getting into music, Zeppelin was still on the radio.
Oh yeah, I knew enough. I knew who Chuck Berry was. It wasn't that far away. I knew the Beatles. I knew the Stones.
Yeah, we talked about that. We were only 10, 15 years removed from all of that stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I knew Buddy Holly. I knew the oldies.
And I had a brother who was 15 years older than me. So when I was 10, he was 25. And he was playing, I would go to his house, and he would play Buddy Holly. He would play Aretha Franklin. He played stuff I wasn't hearing anywhere else.
Yeah, 15 years, that's a whole different generation. Music-wise.
He was really big in the doo-wop.
Especially back then when styles changed every 3 or 4 years at the most.
Yeah.
15 years is more than just, that's a big, big difference.
Oh, it's huge, yeah. Because, you think we were talking about Psych. What was Psych, 4 years at the longest?
15 years is going from the beginning of the Beatles to the beginning of Devo. It's a crazy. That's you already passed Led Zeppelin, Black Sabbath. Your Cream, the Kinks. You're now hitting new wave.
That's going from the Beatles almost to Narita. When was that? 76, the first album from Riot.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite road songs here, man.
Because he was so much older, he had a friend who worked in a radio station. And I still remember him coming to the house one day and giving me 2 records. So the guy at the station gave me these, and I thought you might like them. I still remember it was Led Zeppelin 4 White Label Promo, which I didn't have the album. It didn't mean anything at that time that it was a promo. And he gave me the first 𝐏𝐫𝐲𝐬 White Label Promo. So that got me hooked on 𝐏𝐫𝐲𝐬 like that.
Yeah. That must have been so forward sounding, that record.
Oh, it was, yeah. That's what I mean.
Yeah. To me, they sounded like an older 70s hard rock band. I had to dig. Now that I know the record and I know my music history, I could place it. But to me, it was going back. But that was the cult when that came out.
Getting it, not knowing anything about it, putting it on, it was wow. Yeah, the music was just exciting. You never knew what was coming out next.
I think most of the biggest Rachel succeeded because it was COVID. It was during COVID everybody was inside and just spent a lot of time there. Every morning she was there, So I think it kind of got And even she admits it got a little bit out of control. So
that was what was interesting about it. Her show nowadays to me is boring, along with wax. Too much jazz. I'm not a jazz guy, right? Besides that, when I go on that show, and wax ignores me. And if I'm
the only thing I don't like about Rachel's show lately is that she's very Anglo-centric. She's obsessed with like England, like she's from England, you know. So it's just kind of like, yeah, I can't deal with that. I'll go do something else.
She wants to be all kinds of things that she never was, right? I don't know. Never was happy.
As long as she's having a good time doing it, you know, no
power
to her.
If it floats your boat, you know, good, beautiful, right?
It takes a lot of skill to talk and run a show like that.
I'll tell you, man, just to be out there, be out there by yourself, and like I know what it feels like. Like a couple of Fridays ago, there was nobody here but me for a while. I was like going,
yeah,
shit, you know, it takes a lot to produce something out of thin air like that.
Yeah, I've done a few live streams, but you know, you gotta like, I just drink and like, yeah, you know, it's
too much work. I did it a couple of times years ago, but it's just too much damn work.
You also have to be talented because you got to keep people's attention and you got to move things forward.
Well,
it's not easy.
You got to be.
It's like Johnny Carson. It's like Johnny Carson.
Like I don't go on the morning stream anymore. I just feel like I have nothing to contribute there. I end up sitting there and I'm listening for 30 minutes, 40 minutes, you know.
Yeah, you don't want to be panel camping, you know, and just sitting there, you know, not saying anything.
No, it's not that I don't get the opportunity. It's just non-stop. And
well, between Mazzy and Rob, it's like, you know, just, hey, shut up. No, you shut up. No, you shut up. No, you shut up. No, you shut up.
I just told him, I said, I'm going to go to the peanut gallery, and at least there, when I have something to say, I can type it in.
I was just annoyed by some of the people. A bunch of us would be having a good conversation, and she'd bring up somebody that would just ruin the whole conversation. And
it's slowly. I don't know if it was intentional, but slowly, all the people I liked that went to rock and roll left, and then it was like people who just characters from different kind of things, like lawyers and.
You know, like I said, if she's happy and stuff, more power. I go and I watch when it's something that interests me. When it interests me, I watch. When it doesn't
I'm not going to say a bad word about that. You know?
So.
I mean, if it floats your boat, go for it, man. So long as you're not hurting anybody or yourself, I'm all for it. I mean, that's been my whole life, having fun, right?
Hi-dee-hi-yo.
Oh, my good friend. He was younger than me. He was 55. I'm 72. He was 55. He was my best man at our wedding. And he passed away last month. And his wife called me a couple mornings ago and said, you know, because he and I used to go to concerts together. We used to go to record shows together. We were, you know, pretty tight.
How did he pass away at 55? Just to interrupt for a second.
They found him on his bathroom floor, and they said he choked to death on food.
It wasn't Elf Boy, was it?
Oh, no.
Okay.
So, but there's more to it, I think, but I won't go into that. But anyway, she called me the other morning and said, Greg told me that if anything ever happens to him, he wants you to take care of his records. Because he knows you know records, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So I've got to go out there. And he was like, he was as high as you could go in the Air Force as an enlisted man. What was it? Chief Master Sergeant?
Chief Master Sergeant, yeah.
Yeah. He spent 25 years in the Air Force. And they're doing a ceremony for him on the base there. He was already out.
Did he have kids?
No.
Okay.
No. But anyway, so I've got to go out on the 17th of April with this memorial. And then I got to look at his records and see what we're going to do with him. He said basically, she would just like me to just buy them from her.
You're going to sell them is what you're going to do.
Yeah, but you want to make money for the wife, you know.
You're going to sell them.
She just wants me to take them all.
Oh, she's giving them to you?
No. I told her I'd buy them, but I've got to go out and see what it is first.
Give her a fair price. It's his friends who wanted him to take care of them, not give them away. Not.
She said he's got a lot. I said, well, what's a lot? She says, I don't know. That's a lot. So they spent like 5 years in Germany. He was buying German
Yeah, but
records. while he was there.
some wives might think a lot is this money. You know, like
No, she said there's a room full.
Okay, yeah.
Uh-oh. A room full.
But you know what I mean?
go-
Like some people think this is a lot. Like wow.
I'll go in with you, Harry. If there's too many records, let me know, and I'll go in with you, and I'll fly up there and grab them. I'll take
How
the
long,
metal stuff.
how long are you going to be there, Harry?
Probably a few days. He's down. He's in he's near St. Louis, but he's in Illinois. So he's at the lower part, I guess.
Oh, you got to go see Billy. That's where he's at. At Riverbend Records.
Okay.
He's
maybe you could.
Yeah, he's on the Illinois side of St. Louis.
Isn't Chance in that area too?
Yeah, Chance in that area somewhere.
But if Billy's still got the shop, right?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you might be able to make a deal and not even have to travel with those records. Like, like at least you could probably figure out. You could weed out, 30%. Let's say
he's going to give you 10 cents on the dollar.
I understand, but some of them maybe it's
you can let him have
easier to do that.
The Linda Ron stats and the stuff like that.
But I know he's going to have, like, he was a huge Police fan and Sting fan. So I know he's got a lot of that kind of stuff, But he had, like, autographs from them that he bought from them at their website.
Yeah, those are the ones you piece out.
Yeah, that's where Fitton works at on the weekends. He works at Billy's shop.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, it's going to be, I don't know, just...
Yeah, if you're there on the weekend, you'll be able to see Robert.
I miss Robert. He used to come up every now and then.
Yeah, I've messaged him. He's changed jobs and all that stuff, so he's...
He's working at the record store on the weekend, so he gets up early, so he hadn't missed
I understand. This isn't like the...
he still has my favorite YouTube video where he did the whipped cream lady.
Yeah.
That was classic.
That was classic.
He's definitely entertained me with quite a few videos I enjoyed.
His thing on the US Festival is really good, man. If you haven't watched it,
that is fantastic.
What is it? US Festival?
US Festival.
Yeah, it's just a legit review and his opinion and synopsis of the US Festival.
And he has a great sense of humor, man. I mean, the guy's funny, So I mean, his humor works really well with the whole thing.
I loved him on here though, because he'd be sober at the beginning
and then he'd be hammered.
But he knew his music like nobody. Like he knew his stuff. Like,
well, he's worked in radio since the 80s.
He'd like go, I think that single was 3 minutes and 48 seconds, and it would like lead into it. It's like, holy fuck, dude. Yeah. So when he was here with Randy and then you guys, it was like, man, this is like fucking. It was like, wow, some interesting conversation.
This is what I get to do next week.
Jury duty. Have fun.
Oh, nice.
We already discussed how you can get out of that area.
Yeah, I know, but I've already.
I like jury duty.
I've already been told I got to show up.
I was on the trial. I had a good time.
Just tell him, hey, I really want to be part of this, but I'm so stoned right now.
No, the other thing is,
I need to take methadone. So. Just wear some obnoxious T-shirt, I
could go in and say, "Is my ankle monitor going to be a problem?"
You should come in with a T-shirt. Shut the fuck up, man. T-shirt. There you go.
But the judges heard it all, whatever one-liners are coming up, they've heard it all. Like, hey, Russ.
Bobby, you're doing the Guinness thing tonight?
What?
He said that.
Bobby, you're doing the Guinness thing tonight, Bobby?
Yeah, that's why we played Emerald.
Oh, I thought we were just doing it because Bobby was talking about Irish shit. So yeah.
Yeah, and he says I'm going to get a Guinness, and I said, then why don't we play Emerald?
Yeah, I missed the preamble to that.
It'll get me to Rainier.
Pay attention, man.
Pardon me for not being as alert as I should be. My apologies.
So I've got a little portable refrigerator over here. You've seen them, I'm sure. It looks like a Marshall amp.
Yeah.
Oh, I've seen those. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
There's Harry with one of those goddamn...
It's a great track.
You think Kerry was a lumberjack in his earlier life? He's always
The vinyl for this, though, the UK pressing is the thinnest I've ever seen in a record in my life, man. It is so... I feel like when I put the needle down, it's going to go through the other side. I mean, that's how thin I feel it is. This is their most
underrated record. Nobody ever talks about this one. This is a good record. Yeah, I think I've got the UK of this one.
The UK and the US were both mastered by the same, so it's not as a matter of like mastering, they're the same master.
Yeah. Maybe not. I might have fucked around for another album. What year was Machine Head?
72?
71? Oh, 72?
72? I think it's 72.
Oh, the first one was 70. Sorry.
Can we all just agree to say different years?
Yeah. I was thinking first. I was thinking 70. That Uriah Heep, Black Sabbath, in rock. Yeah.
Normally, I wouldn't like try to take on John and his memory, but I was pretty sure about this one.
I am not. I'm about 60%. I'm good at. But if this is Jeopardy, I lost that or whatever.
I have a lot of talking heads. I don't know a lot about them though.
I always thought they were overrated.
I don't like them. I like Psycho Killer. I like a couple of tracks. I'm just not a fan.
Psycho Killer. I love. But
I think they're great hits.
I think they're great myself.
Yeah, I think they're too weird.
Yeah, I know a lot of people that love them.
David Byrne, to me, I think the guy's a genius for buck fixing.
That was cocaine. Just very cocaine band to me.
And there's that video of the bass player that always cracked me up, where she's dancing.
I mean, who wasn't doing coke in them days?
No, but I mean, he like all his moves is all like the cocaine moves and like
the dance.
Yeah, you see him like the way he's just I don't know him with the suit jacket. Just reminds me of like the 80s like discos and clubs, not the rock clubs, but like I don't know. It just gives me a different vibe.
Well, they were a heebie-jeebie band, right?
Jerry Robinson.
No, CBGB, not heebie-jeebies.
Well, same thing.
Yeah, but Psycho Killer is totally different than the stuff in the 80s.
CBGB was kind of a scary
Jerry Harrison.
Yeah.
Psycho Killer is definitely the CBGB sound. But by their third album or so, it was more straight up 80s.
The Take Me to the River is just a classic. No matter who does it.
This ain't no CBGBs. This ain't no Mud Club. This ain't no fooling around.
What was the goth one? The famous gothic club in England.
The Batcave?
Batcave, that's what it was, yeah. I'd love to have been in that. That's one place that would have been interesting to be.
Yeah.
So many great bands came out of that place.
Oh, yeah. And people dressed up.
Oh, yeah. The videos and the pictures from that era are amazing. I mean, they were full on.
Yeah, I might have... I'm never going to find that. I might have one... What was the propaganda?
I've got that same one on the wall right there, Harry.
Magazine. Oh, do you get it from the website?
Yeah, right there.
Yeah.
Signed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I sure the hell didn't need another copy of the record. I only bought it because it was signed.
Now, can you figure out whose autograph that is?
Jimmy Durante.
Yeah.
It is. Holy cow! All right. Under the big W.
You probably got that in that book of yours.
I don't think. I don't know. I don't know if I have Jimmy Durante's. I can't remember.
Well,
I wouldn't. I got three Rick Derringer.
Nice. I saw Rick Derringer once.
I had my record store. There was a guy that would always come in and get records. He would take them to the casinos, and whoever was playing would get records signed. And I had a deal with him where I give him like 5 or 6 records, and he'd give me maybe 2 of them back signed.
Gotta put a new flint in my lighter. Trying to find.
Still do that song live. So good.
You don't buy big lighters?
It's trying to find Flint's and lighter fluid.
That's how I use
Zippo.
those.
Or a Zippo lighter.
I haven't smoked in 14 or 15 years, and I still have like 6 Zippos from back in the day.
Yeah, we just got my son wanted a Zippo. He doesn't smoke or anything, but as far as I know. But anyway, like I filled it up, and he wanted. Was it my father's? Did I give him? I can't remember if he got his own or I don't remember.
Yeah, I've got a couple from when I was in the Navy, like the ships I was on, and I've got
my
some old ones that I've
That's
had
what it was. It was my father's ship I gave him. That's what I just remember loading it up for him. And
I got lots of Zippos.
Yeah, I've still got probably 6 or 7.
You know, my old man used to, we'd buy him a Zippo, you know, every year or two, and, you know, for a birthday present or something like that. And I remember one time asking my dad, I said, how come you use a Zippo all the time instead of matches? And he says, because of the war. And I says, what do you mean? He says, he said, all us guys, we used Zippos during the war. He says, all you had to do with a Zippo in the old days, if you're, you know, or you ain't got no lighter fluid, he says, you just take out the insert, you put string through a hole, and when a tank or a Jeep was going by,
drop it in the tank.
Drop it in the gas tank and pull it out, and now you got lighter fluid for a week, right? He says, that's why we all had Zippos.
Plus, if Matthew
but wait a minute. If I did it one time, instead of using Zippo lighter fluid, I used gasoline, right? And all you can taste is the gas when you light up a cigarette.
Plus, you got to be careful with the steam.
What them boys had to put up with, I couldn't believe.
And you smoke your cigarette end out. You know that trick? Like with the no filters, you switch it around. You smoke them backwards, so the
like
Lucky Strike.
Shotgun.
No. There were no filter cigarettes in the 40s, right? Yeah. So you instead of usually the brand is on the part you hold. You smoke that end first. So when you leave the stubs out and the Germans came, they couldn't tell it was an American.
Plus, you could do that. Yeah.
But you burn the label, you burn the trademark or whatever it's called.
What's funny is I was looking online a while back. There's a Nissan GTR Zippo that I bought in Japan when I had my GTR, and that's like a $2,000 Zippo now. It's in like mint condition, but that was like my everyday lighter, so it's all fucked.
Look at this! I got 2 cigarettes going for Christ's sakes.
Oh man!
You know that's been a good.
You're officially old, Bobby. You're officially old.
This is my so my grandmother was a 3-pack-a-day smoker.
I'll be 77 on Wednesday. Wednesday I'll be 77. You're goddamn right.
Happy birthday, Bobby.
And she would have she would open a beer can and set it down and go to do something on the other side of the kitchen and grab another beer can, and so she would have like 3 or 4 beers open in the kitchen. She'd have cigarettes in multiple spots because she would move and forget where she put her cigarette and light another one. So it was always famous for like a beer and a cigarette in like 3 different spots in the kitchen at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dorky. So my GTR was an R32, and then I had my wife had an R33 GTS. But mine was a 92 and I bought it in 97. So, I mean, this was still only a couple years old now.
How long were you in Japan?
I was there from 97 to 2005. So,
wow.
Yeah.
Did you have a crown vehicle?
What's that?
You see a lot of vehicles with this bad crown?
Yeah, so those are made by, I think it's made by Nissan that makes the crown.
Toyota.
Is it? Okay, Toyota. That's
Steve,
like
can you speak any Japanese?
I can understand it. My wife is fluent. I never learned it. All of our Japanese, for everybody in Japan learns English a little bit. You know, so when you're hanging out with your Japanese friends, they want you to speak to them in English so that they have somebody to practice with. So it was like a normal thing that we would go. I mean, we had a lot of friends that were Japanese, and we were always out in town, and nobody ever wanted us to speak Japanese. My wife worked for Japanese companies, though, so she picked it up really quick.
Oh boy, that'd be tough for me. Well, I shouldn't say
Yeah,
that.
that's a hard
I grew
language.
up in an Italian neighborhood, and just in a couple of years, I picked up a vocabulary of around 50 or 60 words. Right?
Yeah,
Italian
Italian's
one's
probably the
hard.
easiest language, and Japan's one of the hardest. You know?
Well, and the cool thing about Japan is if you know the language, like, so Japan, a good portion of the bars and clubs are restricted to Japanese only. They don't let any outsiders in. And two of my best friends were both fluent in Japanese. So we could get into a lot of those bars and clubs because they spoke Japanese, So I got into a lot of places I never would have been able to get into had it not been for friends. But so back in the day, you could homestead there, though. I knew guys that spent their whole 20 and 30-year career in Japan. They stopped that when I was at like my 7-year mark. They were going to force me to go back to the U.S. And that's when I ended up. Had I been able to stay in Japan, I'd have stayed there. I'd have stayed in the Navy.
Why?
All right,
I loved it there. It was great. I would love to go back there.
So here's my lighter story. This is I need to have this fixed, but this is from the annual. Look, this is from the Kentucky Derby from 19. I think it's the Indianapolis 500 of 1952. My dad gave it to me.
Nice.
Wow.
So apparently Zippo supposedly will fix that shit.
Yes, you could send them in to Zippo and they'll get it charged up.
Yeah, I mean, it's old. You can tell because it doesn't even have any slashes on the bottom of it. There's no tip marks. It's even before that.
There you go. You got to turn it up for this one.
I want to buy that reissue of this just for this song because every time I find this record, it's scratched all the shit.
Yeah, mine's got a lot of noise.
I have a For Men with Beards, which is so-so in sound.
I can't stand their records.
Oh, I've knocked her up.
All I could get, though.
And when I went to Florida last time, the record store got a collection of Funkadelic. It was the whole collection, like mint and promo copies of all of them, except for Maggot Brain. That was the only one that wasn't in the collection. Probably sold that one online for.
Probably kept it. Under a Groove with the 7-inch too that came with it.
Who's doing the reissues?
ORG? Is it ORG? I think it's ORG. Or what used to be ORG, maybe.
They're making it look like the original labels, right?
Yeah, they are. At least the only one I have. I have the first one. That's all I have.
Aren't they the ones doing the Bad Brains reissues too? ORG?
I'm not sure. I think you're right.
Did you get the 45 RPM or 33?
I got the 45.
Yeah, ORG doing all the Bad Brains. I ended up buying the first couple Bad Brains because you can't buy the originals for under like $400 now. Those first couple, crazy.
ORG does good stuff. I mean,
they sound really good.
Yeah.
And the first one was cassette only, so no matter what, even like I have an early one. No, I don't even have an early, but it wasn't on LP. The first album, so
that's the best one to have too. That's so good.
Yeah, I have an OG Rock for Light. The first one's a reissue from like 20 years ago, whatever.
That's like books. For authors, their first book is usually a paperback, and then they get popular, and then it's hardcover.
Well, and when Bad Brains' first record came out, I mean, that was a totally different sound. Like, nobody had heard anything like that. Was it 79 when that came out, right?
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
insane.
They were so far ahead of their time.
And they were insane live. I could just imagine. Yeah. Like, I've talked to people who've seen them. I mean, I didn't see them till 10 years after or 8 years after.
I remember those fishing fly Zippos.
Zippo used to have fishing lighters. Be a guy casting or a picture of a bass jumping, stuff like that.
Oh my God. The other day I saw someone with a fucking pocket fisherman. I couldn't believe it, man. I was like going, holy shit. You got a pocket fucking fisherman, dude. He's on the bridge.
I bought one time to check it out, right? Because like I used to keep my fishing gear in my car, right? and I bought one to check it out, and they are fucking horrible. I mean, horrible.
They still sell them. His company, even though he's dead, his kids run the company. They still sell that stuff. I remember we bought the
Ron Popeil.
Yeah, Ron Popeil. We bought the Popeil, the chicken rotisserie that he did, like towards the end of his career. That thing works amazing.
I have the record cleaner.
Yeah,
the Ron Popeil record cleaner. Like it takes 6D batteries.
And it sounds like grinding something, doesn't it? Does that make a grinding sound?
It's just a. I think it just spins, and there's like a. I think it just spins. I don't even think there's a vacuum. It just spins between two pieces of sponge, basically, which are all dried up.
Yeah, it was basically an automatic version of the
spin clean. Spin clean.
Yeah, because the spin clean.
No, there was no water though.
Oh, that's why I thought it sounded like something like grinding.
There it is.
Yeah.
Oh, so it was just a vacuum then?
Yeah, no, it's not a vacuum. It just spins.
It says vacuum.
This is. Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe there's. Yeah, I guess there's a vacuum. There's a little motor in there.
You're a shitty salesman, John.
I've never used it. I've never used it.
You buy that as a novelty?
Yeah, I bought it as a novelty. I bought it only, 15 years ago. But there it is. I should make a video on it.
I have a spin clean. It's how I have a spin clean. I use it the first thing before I clean a record.
I sold mine to somebody for like $50.
That's where I put my vinegar bath in.
Cordless electric record vacuum. And it's got the instructions, like handwritten diagrams.
Are they really? Holy shit!
Like it's typed out, like someone did that with a ruler and a pen.
Yeah.
That looks like highly in depth for something that's not going to work.
As seen on TV.
Yeah.
Obviously. Oh yeah, it's all. But I remember. I don't remember where I got it, but I couldn't turn that down. That was
Mega Brain. I never see that album. Never.
Even if you see it, it's expensive as shit.
High res analog transfers. Yeah, right.
Yeah, right. Hey, Patrick don't like it.
Yeah, Dorky, I had a Japanese copy of Hello Nasty, and I got rid of it years ago, and I'm so mad I did, because there's 2 extra songs on it, and I've been able to find another copy of it.
I'm wrong. I got rid of my 4 Men with Beards. This is different. With a bonus album.
What's that record worth?
That's a reissue right there.
No,
$30, $35.
What's an original?
The original's in good condition. Go for a few $100.
But then it comes with a bonus LP too.
Oh, so maybe that's $45. Yeah.
Just because they pile more shit on top of shit doesn't make it better.
This is not shit.
All right, it's close to shit. How's that?
But this is the Westbound reissue.
Is that the 4 Men with Beards?
No.
All right, when was that put out?
There's no year. But it's a double album. Let me look it up on Discogs. I love this guitar.
Yeah, this is so good. The first time I heard it, I was shocked. It was funkadelic.
It ain't funky. That's for damn sure.
Hey, Corey, good request.
What happens when you tell someone that they're fucking on acid that their mom died? Think about if your mom dies. Well, Westbound has been pressing this shit for like years, and they've all been. I've never heard one single reissue that sounded worth a shit.
Okay,
now I haven't. Go ahead.
This is from 2023 out of Europe.
Yeah. 2023 Westbound. I see it right here.
Patrick, play New Rose from the Damned.
I had the 4 Men with Beards.
Say please.
Oh no, I didn't sell it. I gave it to Elk Boy.
Say please.
We got a Metallica request coming in if you didn't see it.
Yeah, sorry, I was looking up this other thing.
Crash Course in Brain Surgery. That's a good one.
All right, so hold on.
Weren't you going to play the Water Boys?
That was
I played the Water Boys last week.
Yeah, but you said you were going to play World Party the week after because I was requesting it.
Oh, God. I knew this was going to happen.
What do you mean, oh, God?
It's a good practice.
Everybody
it's a good record. It's a good record, Patrick.
I request something.
I think,
oh, God. Hey, yeah, buddy.
I think you have no context for it. It's a really good record.
It's a party record.
It's a dirty record? Is that what you said?
Party.
I knew this was going to happen. I knew it. I absolutely knew this was going to happen.
Okay, I'm going to say goodnight because I got to take Rosie out, and then we're going to watch some TV.
You need
what
to
are you
going to
watch, Harry?
You got to get up early in the morning.
He's West Coast. What's it, like 8 o'clock over there?
Yeah, but
it's
I got
9:30.
I got a 2.5 hour drive to.
It's 9:30. We're here.
What are you watching on TV, Harry? Anything good?
We just finished the first season of The Pit, and then I want to start watching FTD with Jason Bateman.
Is The Pit any good?
It's really graphic, man. There's some of it you're like, oh, I can't watch this.
Why? What do you mean?
It's good.
Skin.
The Pit is about Pittsburgh emergency room.
Oh, I can't do that. Yeah.
And then the other one I want to watch is the new Lincoln Lawyer.
I'll have to check it out. I got Crave and I got Netflix. And I got all kinds of that stuff.
Okay. Later, everybody.
See you, Harry. Good luck
good
tomorrow.
hanging out with you.
Thanks. Thanks for
Harry the
hosting,
Hat.
Patrick.
Is this one of your singles, John?
I don't know. Did I send you this, Patrick?
Yeah, I still have it.
Okay, I wasn't sure. I can't remember what I gave you. I just loaded the box up.
Step Thor, greetings.
Was their album like this too, or was their album, did they change the style by then?
They got good songs on every album. They're only $7 albums, $5 albums. None of them are great albums, but there's great songs on each album. Has 2 great songs. This is their best song. Unfortunately, it's not on any album.
Yeah, of course.
But this is the most. I shouldn't say it's their best song. It's their most punk.
Yeah.
But they do have some good songs. I think I told you. Yeah, they're worth getting. But think of them as like a second-tier Mott the Hoople. You know how like Mott the Hoople, not every song is great. Like All the Young Dudes is good. Like not every song on those albums is great.
Even Mott the Hoople became a second-tier Mott the Hoople.
Yes, yeah.
Third-tier Mott the Hoople.
If you had a greatest hits of Mott the Hoople, you might think they're one of the best bands ever. But you know, you start listening to the albums, like they're good, but they seldom hit great.
You know the band from their mid album, and then you buy that first album, you're like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, I can't do the first album. Yeah,
I seen them early, Mott the Hoople. They weren't the best band I ever seen.
When they were doing the Dylan thing.
Yeah.
What's up, Thor?
Seven-inch German, eh? You got a lot of German records, you know that?
I don't. This was sent to me.
Wow. You play a lot of German records.
I buy the German 7-inches. This is mine. I try to buy German because they have picture sleeves.
They have some the German.
The British singles didn't come out with picture sleeves, really.
The German and the Dutch, I love their picture. Their picture sleeves are so
France
good.
had picture sleeves too, right?
Yeah, no, pretty much all the European countries did, but they weren't. Not every record was pressed in every country, but Germany was pretty much had most of the records. France had some, Spain or Italy, but they didn't have as many records.
I was thinking France.
Netherlands has a lot.
France has some good
Another
ones.
one on Sunday.
Yeah, France is the second best. I think Germany, France, Netherlands.
A bunch
put
of
it
my
Dutch.
Yeah, Netherlands too. You're right, Netherlands too.
Yeah, they just put out a lot of English records, the Netherlands.
Well, that
But
was
Spain and Italy only put out so much.
I mean, rock and roll was an English thing, English speaking thing,
Yeah.
right? And everybody jumped on the bandwagon because it was worth money and it was new and it was
I'm a time bomb, baby. Yeah, yeah.
Germany for the win. There you go, Thor.
Well, one thing about Germany, they always made good shit, right? If you're buying a product from Germany, it was made well.
Oh, yeah.
Your audio just cut out, Bobby.
You shut out.
Like in mid-sentence, your audio just died.
Yeah, Rock and Roll Queen. I'm not trying to knock 𝐷𝐻𝐻𝐻𝐻. I love 𝐷𝐻𝐻𝐻𝐻. Rock and Roll Queen's great record.
Yeah, we talked about that. That was
Yeah.
I think that was their first really good record with Rock and Roll Queen. There's still a little bit of that Dylan stuff on there, but they've moved more towards the glam. I really like that one.
I have like a New Zealand only Sgt. Pepper picture sleeve somewhere that I got in New Zealand.
We still can't hear you, Bobby.
Something must have unplugged. I can't hear you, Bobby.
We don't know
He's
what you're
telling
talking
fishing
about,
stories. That was definitely a fishing story.
Or a penis story.
Yeah.
Bobby doesn't even
Bobby,
know.
I can't hear you. Something unplugged or something. You're muted or you hit mute.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I got hit mute.
Okay.
You're good now. You're good
We
now.
haven't heard you for 10 minutes.
Fishing store. Oh, really?
No, I just saw you going like this, Bobby. So I thought.
That's how many
Yeah.
Beatles 45s I got.
Okay. Oh, a Beatles story.
I hit a button.
You can't even talk about the Beatles, Bobby.
Oh, I
It's
don't
kind of
know.
both stuff you got to watch out for. 'Cause some
You
of
know,
those
I
places
love
are
the band. It's the
This is
fans.
a-
It's the
this is a
fans I
Spanish.
can't handle. It's the fans I can't handle. I love
This
the
is-
Beatles. I mean, they're great, but I can't handle the fans.
That's gorgeous.
This is Spain. This is from Spain. So, you take some advance right here with the Swan Song Pretty Things label. There you go. Vance, look.
Things you
If he
got.
didn't respond with the Robert Plant Tall Cool one, he's not coming on for the pretty things.
Water Boys World Party. Water Boys World Party.
It's on there. You're gonna have to sit through some shit to get to it though. Nee. Nee. They just recycled that riff for this song.
This is the first
Yeah,
one,
it's a
though. This is
mystery
before
man.
Neat. This is before
Well
Neat.
then, Neat. It took this song and just did the same song again. No, I don't.
Neat, a great song.
All American boy.
Bobby's like, formally in writing, requesting world.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna play. Someone in the peanut gallery wants it too, Patrick.
It's now in writing. You know, he's formally submitted a request. So yes. I consider that progress. That Bobby Gass actually submitted a written request. Is like that's like, you know, animals learning to use tools. You know, it's like he actually like conformed a little bit. So yes.
I'm not much of a fan of rules and regulations. I got my own.
Yes,
rules
I know.
and regulations.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Bobby's pretty good with being computer literate. You know,
He's
for his
definitely,
age. Yeah. He's been doing this for 15 years at least, 20 years maybe.
Well, I started on. Well, actually, it was New Year's Day, 2001 when I started.
15 years. There you
Oh,
go.
no, pardon me, 2011. Pardon me. Or 2000 and 10. Either one of
15 years. 15 years. I don't know what yeah, my
I
math.
know
Whatever.
it was-
No math. No math.
It was New Year's Day because I've been watching, YouTube DC guys for maybe a year and a half, 2 years, and I was a music guy, right? So I was loving it, right? And then I wanted to, I wanted to put up some of my old 50s rock and roll records, right? Which I did, right? And actually the very first guy that I sort of really dug was Paniques, because I thought he was one of the nicest guys I ever seen there, right?
He still is.
I wanted to send the guy a record.
Yeah, he is. Sorry.
So I sent him a record, right? And I asked the guy, because I had records that had, like water stains and ring wear and all of that. And I asked him if it would be okay to send him one like that, or what's his records like? And he tells me, well, I'd love to have it, but all of my records, there's no ring wear or nothing like that. And you look at the guy's collection, and holy fuck, right? But I sent him a record
version of this right after.
Such a great EP.
Band. Some Boston band, they only had 1 or 2 records out from the early 70s, and he had seen them, right? And, it was blue vinyl, right? I can't remember the name of the band, though. If Neeks was here, he'd remember. He don't do many videos anymore.
No, but he never did a lot. He'd only do at the most once a month. Like kind of old school was once a month or once every couple of weeks.
Yeah, but he was visiting people and leaving comments, right? I mean, now
he left a comment on my video yesterday or day before.
He's one of the first people that comment. I've seen that. But
he's always supportive.
Comment on my videos at least every second day, right?
See you, Mark. Good to have you and Deanna around. Take care.
Good night, Mark.
I helped him get through his father's death. I think that's one of the reasons he really liked me.
You're just
He's
a character,
very
Bobby.
supportive.
That's why I like you.
Yeah.
I'm a character, right? No, actually, what impressed him more than anything else about me was the early rock and roll shows I seen, like seeing Led Zeppelin and 2 months after their first album, and seeing the Train Festival and
what's funny that he does that. You do that for him. He does that for me, because I'll be talking about AC/DC in '79. It's like, I saw them in Boston at this show, and this band opened for them. And
yep. And I have the ticket stub.
Yeah.
He's seen a lot of shows.
Yeah, like every show from the 75 to 85 that I've mentioned, he saw the Boston leg of it.
Yeah, if I ever get down that way, no, I'll never visit the States again.
That's like Pat or Vinyl Richie. Any punk band came through California.
Yeah.
Even the bigger bands. I mean, he saw quite a few of the popular bands from the 70s too live.
Oh, yeah.
Mazzy's
and he saw Zeppelin too, I think.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. He saw some of the really big bands too.
Yeah, Zeppelin and the Misfits.
Hendrix, I saw Hendrix. And
James Brown.
That's pretty incredible. You really only had 3 years to see Hendrix,
Yeah.
And only 1 year in America. 2 years of it was in.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah.
He was incredible, though. He really was. Live, he's something else. Oh, here we are. Turn it up.
You turn it up.
You turn it up. You got a volume. I'm not forcing your volume needs on everybody.
Okay, I'll turn it up.
Or turn up your hearing aids.
Yeah.
Guy's a redhead, a ginger.
That has no bearing whatsoever on.
Well, Irish. Ginger's Irish.
Are they Irish or Scottish?
Not everybody.
Are they Irish,
the
Water Boys? I can't remember.
They're Scottish. They're not Irish.
Yeah, I thought they were Scottish. Yeah.
most famous Irish musician is Van Morrison for rock and roll.
I'd say Bono's a little bit more well-known than Van Morrison.
Bono?
Yeah.
Either way, I vote Phil Lynott.
Yeah,
well, yeah.
Phil Lynott too.
I would say
Mama's Boys.
Yeah, Mama's Boys are great.
I'd say the Cranberries are more well-known than Van Morrison.
I come from
Van Morrison for about 5 years. In
The
70s.
undertones are bigger than Cranberries.
No, you're crazy.
Who?
The Undertones are not a bigger band than the Cranberries.
Sure
like
they
from an Irish. What about the Corrs? Aren't they Irish? Are the Corrs Irish?
Stiff Little Fingers.
Yeah, yeah.
I like the Stiff Little Fingers better than the Undertones.
It's not which one's better. It's like the most well known. Yeah, the Corrs are from Ireland too, so they're right up there.
I never even heard of them.
Well, it's not the best. It's
Well,
well known as the criteria.
All over Ireland, like Phil Lynott does.
But I love what I remember. Like I had a guy, and he was kind of funny. He was not a funny guy, but he would say funny things. But like people bring up U2, he's like U2, like the best band. U2 when they were popular, he's like U2 aren't even the best band from Ireland. Like,
them was
he was a Thin Lizzy fan.
Them was the
From
best.
the Thin Lizzy thing too. We look at Thin Lizzy from how popular they were here in America. They were 10 times more popular in Europe than they ever were here.
Okay, so here would be the contenders according to the AI: U2, Van Morrison, Enya, the Cranberries, Sinead O'Connor, Thin Lizzy, the Pogues, and that's about it for like bands like that. But yeah,
Enya's huge too. I just read about her.
But the Pogues were British. They were
apparently
why weren't
Irish.
they were an English band, but they
What
Irish ethnicity, but I thought
What
they
about
were British.
what about
Yeah, they're
they're
Celtic.
I thought they were British.
what
Yeah,
about
they're English
They are.
Celtic. Sorry.
No, they are.
what about John McCormack? Any of you guys know John McCormack?
Well, the criteria is most well known, not the best, not the most influential. The most well known was the criteria.
I guess you too. Yeah,
he was an Irish singer, an Irish tenor, had a famous voice from like the 30s and 40s. He would sing Irish ballads and stuff like that. He's very, very famous for the old singers and stuff like that. John McCormack. Is anybody in the
I knew they were Irish descent, Corey. Yeah.
My old man had
Gallagher never got big here in the U.S.
every St. Patty's Day. Papa put a John McCormack album on.
And even though Roy Gallagher is one of my favorites, I mean, Thin Lizzy was
Horse Lips.
Roy Gallagher was.
All right, what part of it's well known? It's not best band, favorite. The criteria is the most well known Irish artist, not which one you saw when you were 18 and it blew you away.
Come on. It's Thin Lizzy or Go Home. That's it.
I love Thin Lizzy, but they're not the most well known Irish band. It's like
There's no statues of Bono in Dublin.
Because he's still alive.
Yeah. Oh my God, you guys are impossible.
That guy come over to Canada and started whining about our...
U2 is so big, one of their albums ended up on every single phone in the world. That's how big U2 fucking is.
Yeah.
And everyone hated it, and they still survived.
Yeah. This is such a great EP. These two EPs are so good. I haven't listened to this one in a long time.
Gary Moore. Yeah, we didn't bring up Gary Moore or Oaken Shields.
No, I did. I missed him earlier.
Oh, you did? Sorry.
Rory Gallagher. I mean, they're great.
I heard
but
you bring him up. Yeah.
They're not the most well known Irish band. So yes.
Us Irish guys know him.
Oh, that'd be cool. Gary Moore and Mama's Boys. That'd be a great show.
Yeah, that violin just doesn't do it for me.
You were Oakenshield. You were as old as Mama's Boys. 'Cause I want to say like 15, 16, and 17, they're brothers. Like, and they like Lee jeans.
The Irish Rovers. I used to drink at the same bar they did downtown back in the day.
Oh, wow. So it says for most Irish bands with the most albums sold, it's U2, then the Cranberries are number 2, then Thin Lizzy's number 3.
Yeah, I was trying to think of just Ireland.
Westlife is number 5.
Coliseum.
The Dubliners are number 6. Snow Patrol's number 7. The Fours is number 8. Planet is number 9. And the Script is number 10.
Oh,
No Van Morrison, eh?
That's just going off of album sales.
Make me feel right at home. Make me feel right at home.
You're talking about Skid Row. Was Gary Moore's first band.
Oh, I had that record. But he was also in Coliseum.
One record. Oh, the first 2 EPs before the record came out, or the first 2 singles before the record came out, had Still on Bass.
What do you mean Van isn't Irish? What is he if he ain't Irish? I'm gonna look that up.
That would throw your whole argument out the window there, Bobby. You would be like rendered moot.
Yeah, he's from Belfast. He was born in Belfast.
He was born in Belfast, for Christ's sake. You're full of shit.
Maybe he was on the English side.
Well, Northern Ireland.
That's Northern Ireland, so it wasn't.
You know what? I just found out he was born in Belfast, everybody.
That's Irish. My family was from Cork, though, and Northern Ireland.
If I remember correctly, he made like 25 grand off the Skid Row thing when he sold the name to
Skid Row.
Oh yeah. He sold it for like 25 grand or something like that.
He's probably saying, well, he's dead now. He's probably, I could have made more.
Maybe they wouldn't have took it though. If
they were a nobody band at the time, nobody knew who they were yet.
Yeah, so if you said 50 grand, they might have just changed their name.
Yeah.
Or called it Skid Row USA or America.
Yeah, that never comes out.
Great fucking name, Skid Row.
Not a great address, but a great name.
Yeah.
Gilberto Gil. Now that's a name. Gil.
Gilberto.
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 Oh, okay. It's like Italian.
Berto. Yes.
Spanish, Italian, something Mediterranean.
Gilberto.
No, you're speaking Spanish. In Brazil, the R is silent. Or it's
I'm just trying to show off my rolling my R's
more of
proficiency
an
there.
In Brazil, they speak Portuguese, don't they?
Yeah. What my wife and daughter are.
And they're 78. They're 45, so all play at 33.
I don't remember where that was playing. One of my singles.
It came out excellent because I used the West on it.
One side of the single's 45 and the other side's 33. I was
fucking hate that shit. I hate that shit.
I have quite a few of those. It's so aggravating.
Yeah.
You think so aggravating. Sometimes I don't listen to. I'll just flip something over and not listen.
That's
and then I think I got it done, and I go, oh motherfucker, you know, it's like shit.
That was like the 90s, maybe late 80s started thing where like bands were putting out albums. They put out, we want to fit 2 songs or a long song. This is 33. It's usually like punk and indie bands. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Brazil, all the 7 inches are 33. They didn't do 45.
It would require a different.
I don't know why. It's just.
Travis, that's kind of silly. If you're born in a country called Ireland, I don't care if it's Northern or Southern Ireland. That's what you are. You are where you're born. That's really cutting corners there, man.
great track, man. This is a great record. Every track on this record.
I still think people need to give Defenders of the Faith more love, man. That's a great record. Nobody ever talks about that one.
I grew up with that was a new record to me. I love that record, but it's tough to come after this record.
And that song, nobody talks about the song, and that's such a great track.
Free Will Burning's such a ripper. Every time I hear it,
they had their day. Judas Priest.
Luke, welcome, Luke.
Well, Gary didn't play. He played in Coliseum after Skid Row, I guess. That was his second band. Coliseum 2, or whichever one he was in.
That's one of the big things with modern band. Not enough modern bands use good hooks anymore. I think that's what hurts a lot of the music right now.
Yeah.
There's nothing like a great hook that's got you singing along to it.
I don't know. I don't know if it sounds too dated. I don't know.
I don't think it does at all.
Yeah, I never got that vibe from.
Didn't they use those guitar synths on that? Isn't that where they started?
No,
using
that was the next
synths?
one.
That was
no, it's very similar to Scream for Vengeance.
Yeah, no,
it's almost like they rewrote, like they tried to recreate.
And I mean, it's even underrated in my collection. I don't pull it out that often, but every time I pull it out, I'm like, oh my God, this is so good. Why don't I listen to this before?
But when I hear Some Heads Are Gonna Roll, it takes me back to when I had those stupid foam headphones and was listening to like FM radio when that was a new song. It was so exciting.
And it's funny because I've said this before. When I have those memories in my mind, I'm hearing an amazing. That song sounds amazing. I had the worst like dollar store tape deck, and I was copying on those cheap Clear Memorex tapes, which were like $3 for $1. You know.
Yeah, and I had. I remember listening to radios on like a little little radio. It was probably stereo, but a little transistor radio, and I'd have those headphones, like the cheapest ones with the orange foam, and
I know
you set the
like
the length of it. Yeah. I'd go to bed. They would be on my pillow listening to the radio.
I remember I had a buddy who got one of the Walkmans like 86 or 87, and even then the Walkmans were like $80 compared to every other tape deck, plastic tape deck. I was like, man, why would you save all your money and spend that much money on a tape deck? That's a waste of money. And then he put the earbuds on my, and it sounded so fucking good compared to that fucking tape deck I was using.
I used to listen to this metal shop on Sunday nights. It was midnight to 2. 2-hour metal show. It wasn't that metal. It was a local one, so it was like good Man of War. It was all like cutting edge stuff. But I'd fall asleep and I'd set my alarm at like maybe it was 11:30, whatever. But I'd set my alarm, or maybe I'd try to stay up, but I'd fall asleep and I'd always have the record on the cassette so I could hear the concert report and the stuff the next day. But I remember falling asleep. I don't know why. It's such a vivid memory. I fell asleep and I woke up at like probably 3 a.m. as 1984, that instrumental keyboard into Jump came on, and that was like a brand new song. I didn't have the record. And every time I hear it, it brings me back to the pillow and those headphones. And when I hear that 1984 song, it's crazy. Like it's like a time machine.
All I see is... Oh.
It's funny you mentioned the head, because I hated wearing those headphones in my bed, because I would break the little plastic tab on. I would break them. So I was in Radio Shack one day. This had to be like 86 or 87. And they had this flat speaker that you laid under your pillow. And you could get on the pillow. And it sounded stereo, because it would vibrate through the pillow. You know?
When I had the bigger cans I would wear sometimes, I don't remember what year, what was first, but like my ear would hurt. Like it would be in pain. Like when I woke up the next morning, the one I was sleeping on. Yeah, Eddie, I didn't have the record and I didn't buy the record, but I just remember hearing it and it struck a memory with me. But yeah, I'll tell you the story. So like, that was the year all the regular kids got into Van Halen. I was like the 70s guy. I used to have my older cousins got me into Van Halen. So I had the t-shirt. So I'd wear the same 2 Van Halen shirts every other day. So when that album came out, they all remembered that, oh, that's John. He's the Van Halen guy. And he's like, one of the jock kids, the wrestler, says, like, oh, hot for teacher.
You don't get like 4 requests a night, Alex.
He says, hot for teacher, that's a great song. I said, that song sucks. You know, he just punched me right in the stomach.
How old were you?
1983 or 1984, whenever that record came out. So I would have been 13.
Oh, okay, so a punch in the stomach don't hurt that much.
No, but it was like
I don't feel great.
yeah. I just remember that song sucks. Hot for teacher. So everyone loved it because it had the video or something.
I've said it before. I love the Damn now, but when I first heard Damn, 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 it had to be like, it was the late 80s when I heard it for the first time, because that's when I was kind of getting into punk, you know? And I was getting into hardcore, and somebody played Damn, Damn. I was like, dude, this is the worst album I've ever heard. This is so bad. I was like, the production sucks, the writing sucks. At the time, I was into like Dead Kennedys and stuff like that. So I thought it was so bad.
Yeah, Eddie, the difference was when you started going to the concerts and there was people wearing baseball caps, and then you started going to see like the 80s metal bands, and there'd be more baseball caps than long hairs. Like, I'm like, what is, like, I mean, I could care less now, but I'm like, what's with all the baseball caps? Like,
I remember when people started wearing them.
Yeah.
What did you have when you were a kid, Bobby? A little propeller hat?
Propeller hat. It wasn't like fucking our gang, dude. It wasn't like hanging out with Alfalfa and Spanky. A propeller hat. I can just picture Bobby with a propeller. Oh man!
When Pat covers himself, you know it's funny.
Oh man! Oh man! That was I was just picturing you with the little propeller hat on. It was just funny visual, yes.
You wear flat caps back in the day, Bobby? He's off in his own world.
He's trying to picture his propeller hat from years gone by. So yeah. He's just enjoying the music is what he's doing. So.
That was refreshing.
Yeah, those reissues that Alex sent me, they're all really good. I mean, they did a good job on those things.
Oh, wow. 7-star. This is another record. Every time I look at it, it's never as bad as I remember it being, you know?
Yeah, it was in the collection that I bought a while back. I'm going through it, and this was like so clean. I said, "Fuck it, I'll rip this." It's not a mark on it, and I love Glenn Hughes. You know, It's just really, there's some great songs on here. This is being one of them. So.
There's the tour shirt.
Yeah, there you go.
I cut the sleeves off, but
yeah.
And
oh wow, that's cool.
Yeah, it was one of the parking lot shirts.
Yeah.
Who was in the band when you saw them?
It was what's his name? Badlands.
Ray Gillen, yeah, because Ray Gillen came in.
Ray Gillen, Dave Spitz. I think it was Dan Spitz's brother on bass.
Yeah, Dave Spitz. That's right. He was on the
and Eric
the
Singer on drums. Is that no? Who was on drums? Eric Singer.
I think that's right.
Probably was.
Right.
Probably was.
Yeah, it might have been Eric Singer. I can't remember. It was Dave Spitz. I definitely remember because there was rumors that Anthrax were gonna warm up the show, be the first band, and I think they did in New Jersey or another gig. So there was rumors. We got there early, wanting to see if Anthrax was going to play.
Are they a Jersey band or a New York band?
Anthrax?
Yeah.
Oh no, New York. They're Bronx. Yeah.
I couldn't remember because there's a couple that are known for New York bands that they're actually. Jersey.
Yes. Yeah, like Overkill.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they say they're Jersey though.
Yeah, I used to think they were New York for some reason though when I was a kid. But we're out. We shut down.
Wow.
Perfect timing.
I guarantee it wasn't this fucking song that did it.
No. Yeah, Sharon Osbourne. She's not policing this.
Yeah, she's got no.
But it's funny you mentioned the Cranberry. So I showed you guys this demo last week. It's kind of like 𝐷evick's.
Yeah. I remember you showing that.
Kind of like a Cranberry sounding band, but this is like '92, so about the same time.
You could probably get it pressed to vinyl.
Nah, I'd get sued. They became a.
They're legit. Oh, I thought they were an unknown band.
No,
okay.
So this I can't find any information about, but they have like 4 major label records from.
Okay.
We're off the air, boys. We're off the air.
Yeah, we know. So it's just a.
Oh.
I got a Hendrix song. I'm gonna see how much I can play for you, Bobby, after we come back. So.
Okay, cool.
How's the Red Rising going, John?
Oh, I'm almost done. I think it's book 3.
Yeah.
I can't remember. Yeah, a lot of people die, man.
Yeah.
Holy cow. Like, I'm at the point where, like, if you remember, like, the Institute, all those characters, like, basically everyone's dead at this point. Like it is
series with, like, nonstop action. I mean,
nonstop. And the way the writer writes, the main character, it's always from his perspective. Every chapter is him, so it never stops. Where most books, like, we'll do here, and then we go to another part of the story, so you're always waiting to come back to the action.
I believe in the next 3 books, the final or the second 3, which I just finished, it changes perspective. So it's from his perspective, then it's from what's her name's perspective.
What book is this, guy?
Yeah, from Mustang's perspective, and then there's a couple other characters that are introduced in the next 3 books.
Yeah,
and then it'll go from perspective to perspective.
Oh, okay, yeah.
What
definitely just
Red
Rising.
Red Rising. It started in the 2000s. It's a newer series.
What's the author's name?
Pierce.
Pierce Brown.
Yeah.
Okay. It's his first series. He started Red Rising when he was like 17.
Yeah, but it's very classic sci-fi.
Yeah,
you know, and it's got a lot of, like you said, a lot of Greek history in there. And, like,
I'm going to write it down.
Yeah, Red Rising. It's a really good series.
Bobby, the first book's excellent. The second book's excellent. But it took me it took me a bit to warm up to the first one until they got to the Institute. And then that's when I was on board.
I want to get back to reading again. I used to read, 4 or 5 books a week. And then when I had to sell my my book collection, I kind of let off on it, But I used to love reading, I still do, but I don't do it that often.
I'm reading this right now, Snow Crash.
I've heard of that. Oh, yeah.
This is like one of the early cyberpunk type of books.
Yes, that's how I know it, yeah. I've seen it.
I think.
I've seen it on lists.
So in this book, it's a digital world, and it's very much read like it's a modern book. I mean,
they're like being really bitchy about
92.
Nobody knew what the internet was, and he does a good job of describing what the internet would become. But yeah, it's that type of.
Yeah, I definitely know that. I know of it. Yeah.
Does it mention stream unavailable, stream suspended for policy violations? Is it a?
Man, it used to be like 30 seconds or a minute and a half.
Oh, now we're back. Now we're back now. All right, Bobby, this is for you. This is This is the French Barclay Mono of Are You Experiencing Manic Depression?
And you missed all our literary talk.
Yeah. They're gonna kill us on this one. So see y'all on Sunday. Thanks for being here. I'm just
Have a great week.
Say goodnight because they're gonna cut us off at some point during this song. This is the Barclay Mono from France. Some people consider this to be the best version of this.
Also, side note, because a bunch of people ask me about my thigh or my hip, it's the torn muscle.
Oh, geez. So it's just time.
Yeah, he said, well, plus my age. He said now that you're 50, like it's gonna take longer. Like something like that when you're younger, it takes like 3 weeks. He's like, now it may be 3 or 4 months bugging you.
Physical therapy at all?
Just time to heal it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just time. And the bad thing is, it's right on my core, it's on my oblique, and every move you make, you move that muscle. You know.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's a joke.
Yeah.
No yard work. No yard work for a few months. You got a good excuse.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's not as bad as it was, but man, a few weeks ago it hurt so bad.
A history. Oh, I saw the Elvis film, Steve. That's really good, man.
Which one?
The new Elvis movie out in IMAX.
Oh,
epic.
We're doing one.
Yeah, it's probably going to end soon. You know, it's one of those. They're probably around for 2 weeks.
It's kind of like the Zeppelin one that they did.
Yeah, but it's not a documentary, and there's no talking except Elvis's voice. They found a tape of him talking about his life, and it's just footage, mainly 72, 73. But I'm not a fan of that era, but man, it's a good movie. I keep thinking about it. I think, like, I liked the movie. It was really good. But as days go by, I'm thinking about it more and more. Like, man, it was so good.
This is really clear, everything.
Yep. Well, they're gonna let me get away with this all the way through. That'd be amazing. I'll play another Hendrix song. We'll just play Hendrix till they usher us out. Here we go.
Voodoo Child, Slight Return.
I got. Yeah. Man.
Oh, that's fantastic. Or, off of the same Electric Ladyland. Wow, All Along the Watchtower is a pretty good one.
Yeah. Alex, I don't know if I could think of a history of rock and roll book. I only know, like, biographies or certain segments. I don't know of one book that does the history of rock and roll that I would recommend.
Oh, you could do a George Jones book. That'll give you 50 years of the history of country music in one guy.
The Elvis Last Train to Memphis by Colin Escott is a fantastic book. That just goes through maybe up to when he joined the Army. We're out. We're done.
Are we done?
Yeah.
Well. Okay, folks. Well, goodbye to everybody. We'll see you Sunday.
We're off, aren't we?
Yeah, that's what I meant. We're done.
I'm just telling y'all goodbye. I'm gonna kill it. So, see ya. Bye.